Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Wait, I like this song.
I know.
Happy Monday.
Can this be our Monday anthem?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's so good.
Hey, happy Monday from Jeremy, Katy, and Josh at Denver's Mix 1 Hundo.
Did you record that yourself?
I
over the
did.
weekend?
A little jam session I did in my basement with
That
some
was so
buddies.
good.
Good.
Real nice, real
that was
nice.
Knick-Knack on the guitar. I thought
yeah,
so.
she was tearing it
I thought so.
Hey, we're streaming live on YouTube. If you want to go check us out, mix100.com. The YouTube link is right there on the homepage. You can click it and watch what's going on in the studios this beautiful Monday morning in Denver, Colorado. Holy crap, don't want to be old and talk about the weather, but the forecast this week, it's banging. It's real nice.
Way better than last week.
Yeah, like upper 60s all week.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, I'm pumped. I might break out the shorts.
People
Yeah.
owning car washes are rubbing their hands together
Oh,
this
yeah.
week.
I need one.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, guys. Happy Monday. Good weekend, I presume.
Oh, yeah.
Real nice, real nice.
I think we all had a pretty dang good weekend.
Yeah, it was really
busy.
good.
Yeah.
It was jam-packed for sure. We posted a bunch of pictures on our Facebook if you want to check it out. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook and Instagram. I know I started my weekend on Friday night with a little date night with Knick-Knack.
Yeah, with the steak.
Did you see the size of that
My
steak?
gosh.
So
That-
much flesh.
That thing looked so good.
It
and
was
so
a
seasoned.
Really, Josh, stop it! You're turning me on. It
So
was a really
that
good steak. It was really good. The baked potato was just the best baked potato along with it. The cocktails were great. We rolled in. I'll give them a plug. We went to Manning's. I've never been to Manning's before out there in off of Alameda and something or
good.
other. It was so good. We had never been. We rolled in and we had about 15 minutes left for happy hour. So we quickly ordered the drink, and kudos to the waitress who came back like 4 minutes before 6 or whatever it was. And she's like, hey, happy hour's ending.
Oh.
Can I get you another one? You got like 4 minutes or whatever. I was like, yes.
Clever.
I was like, that is a good waitress right
It
there.
is.
Who doesn't wait until it rolls over
Mm-hmm.
to offer you another one. She comes like, quick, you need to order now. I'm like, Hills, yes.
Can I ask about what was in your drink? You sent us a picture of one of them, and was there like a little caramel square?
So we had two
Yeah.
different drinks. That was dessert. Instead of getting a slice of cake, we got the caramel white Russian.
Yum.
So that was a square of caramel.
That looked so good, and I was like, "That's caramel in there."
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like it.
and they put the caramel drizzle all around the inside of the glass and everything. And
oh my gosh,
oh my god! And then the first drinks that we ordered, they called them whiskey golds, and it was whiskey with pineapple juice and amaretto.
turning
And
me on over
it
here.
was so good. And that was the one that we ordered two of. And by the end of the second one, Nicole's like, I don't know if I can even walk out of here.
I need
Give
the
me some of
food.
your
Give me some
potato.
food.
Yeah, let me bite that potato. But it was a nice little date night. We hadn't been out for a while. So we went from there in Lakewood and drove home to change real quick into something more casual and then zipped out to Pindustry
Oh, yeah.
because there were some people from a different radio station that I know that were hanging out there. And I was like, hey, let's go see them. I haven't seen them in a while. So we went and hung out and watched the live band.
Wait, it
and-
was 90s night.
No.
That was Friday.
It wasn't. We looked because I think it was Saturday. It wasn't a 90s
Saturday?
band. Because
Okay.
Nicole was like, oh, it's 90s night. We got there and it wasn't.
Oh wait,
it definitely
I was like,
wasn't.
I went to Pindustry over the weekend. Now I can't
Did
remember
you?
if it was
It might have been
Friday or Saturday because it was
Saturday.
90s night.
Yeah, it probably
oh,
was
that is
Saturday.
so funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was
No,
like, I
you're
was
funny.
there.
Yeah, they got a nice little setup there. Nice little
Yes.
stage and the band's great. And yeah, so we had a good time. And, then had to go pick up the kids later. Womp womp. So that was
Reality
fun.
kicks in.
And then Saturday, yeah, Lakers game.
Ooh.
Took my son and we watched a little sports ball. Game of inches. It was a lot of fun.
Even though the Nuggets were dealt their first loss in, 10 10 games.
Yeah,
right?
they had 9 wins in a row, so I'm bummed, but I
And
didn't really care too much.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
fact
it's okay.
that they lost to the Lakers, that is
Yeah,
a
but
big bummer.
that's
But
the Lakers
looked
Super Bowl.
good.
They did.
Still,
They
a
looked
great
really
game.
good.
They did.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about Luka being in the building. Everyone was excited to see him. And again, I am a huge Nuggets fan, and I am a Laker hater. It's in our blood. You have to be. But I still love Luka. Like it's hard for me to hate him
Because he's not a Laker. He's a
not- I
Mavs. He's a
know.
Mav. Like
It's hard to see him in the purple and gold. I'm
know.
like, what is happening? I love you. I don't love you. I love you.
You're so incredible. No, he's not.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun to watch him. It was fun to watch LeBron James. Joker was not on it on Friday.
No, which is
he
so
was
funny.
Sloppy.
Guys, Joker had a triple-double, and we're saying that he was not on it. He had a
He didn't look good,
triple-double,
though. He
and
didn't
everyone's
look
like,
good.
"Oh, Jokic had a
He
horrible
played
game."
so
I'm like,
bad.
he had a better game than 99% of the NBA on
Yeah.
Saturday, and they're like, "Oh, he's
Yeah.
going downhill." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
So. He looked tired. It was a definite full house. I mean, it was filled to the rim there at Ball Arena for Lakers night. One of my main observations, this is why I turned it into a crotchety old grump, but like the guy behind me, remember the last time I went, I got stuck next to the "Let's go Nuggets."
Yeah.
Yep.
You didn't like
Let's
that.
go Nuggets. Like
Yeah.
every 3 seconds, I wanted to punch that guy in the throat.
Cheer guy. Yeah.
Cheer guy. Well, on Saturday night, it was "That's my boy" guy.
Oh.
So, like the entire game, "Get one from me, I'm your boy." "Yeah, he did it for my boy. That's my boy." I'm like, "Oh, nobody's your boy, sir."
It's making
Who
it
is
all
he?
about you.
Every shot that was taken by the Lake, and he was a Lakers fan.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So that's
That's what
that's
makes
for
this
my
story
boy.
bad.
That's my boy.
Oh.
I would've
Make one
fought
for
him.
my boy.
Yeah.
And it was like he seriously thought he was best friends with everybody on the Lakers team
Ugh.
the entire time I was there.
There were a lot of Lakers fans there, I will say.
There always is.
There was a lot.
lot.
There was a
Yeah,
lot.
but even more because of Luka. I mean,
Yeah.
they were coming out of the woodworks. Like
Well,
that
the biggest
was
one was
crazy.
behind me. The
LA
biggest one.
Ugh.
fans roll deep.
That's my
especially in
boy.
Ball
That's my boy.
Gosh, that would have been annoying. I'm
my boy,
annoyed. I
Blue.
wasn't even there.
And I got to tell you, I got to give kudos to the Girl Scouts because we left Ball Arena 7 minutes early.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good call.
My son was a little pissed off. I was like, "Buddy, we're getting out of
They're
here.
losing.
It's getting-
They were-
they were
It
losing.
was like, let's bounce." The Girl Scouts had like 4 tables set
So
up
smart.
right there as
Brilliant.
everybody's leaving. Girl Scouts, and they're screaming and they're selling cookies like crazy. I was like, that is a smart move.
Yes.
It's so
on their
smart,
part.
especially because like hot dog vendors and stuff downtown, they're charging you $6 for a
Yeah.
hot dog.
Plus, you have
so, yeah.
18,000 hungry fans
Yes.
coming out
Yeah.
after a
And
game.
the amount of pot weed I was smelling, they were
Oh,
like, "This
yeah.
is
I
right.
know.
That's my
You
boy.
want your cookies.
That's my cookie boy."
Yeah.
What'd you guys do? I just saw Katie went skiing or something, snowboarding.
No, I'm a boarder, thank you.
Okay,
boarder.
sorry.
Okay, I shred now. Just saying, but no,
Shred the gnar.
I had so much fun. Like I just found my new favorite thing to do in the winter. I'm not even kidding, because I talk about Loveland Ski Resort because I've been skiing quite a few times. Not my favorite thing, just because I think skiing is like something that your brain really needs to be able to wrap itself around. Like you have 2 feet, 2 skis. They each have to do one thing, and for me, it's just so much. And the couple times I've tried to ski, I have just fallen down the mountain. Like
Aw.
that's it.
Help
Just
me.
from the top to the bottom. I'm just a mess.
Aw.
But we went snowboarding in Loveland, and it was just one of the most exciting times. I went with my daughter and her boyfriend, and I'm really good at going and turning. Like I can go
That's
so
nice.
fast. Yeah. Stopping is still an issue for me. Still don't know
You
how
just
to
fall
stop.
down.
Oh my gosh. I biffed it so hard. And then before, because there's like levels. We went to the snowboard/ski school up there in Loveland, and we just had the best time. But there's levels to snowboarding. When you're learning, at first you just have one foot buckled in, and then you have the other foot on the board, and you're like learning how to turn, learning how to just go, learning little itty bitty things, how to twist. But then once you get both feet buckled in, then you have to learn how to get up. Right? And that is a task. You like, if I can explain it, you have to lay down on your back, on your left shoulder.
You're used to that, though.
Stop it. Yeah, on your left shoulder, that's where you want to go, but you have to put your hand behind your right knee. And remember, your feet are buckled into these two things so they're straight. And then you have to put your body, it's like a turtle. Like
Jeremy,
Katie,
it
it's
is
not
so
that hard
hard.
getting
It's
out.
not. I've gone
not-
skiing.
I've gone
hard.
snowboarding 1,000 times.
Skiing
It's
is
not that
different
hard.
than
I've went boarding too.
It's not
Skiing
that hard
is
getting
different
out.
than snowboarding.
Not one turtle came into my mind.
It's hard to get
It's
up.
not that hard.
But here's the thing, like I was a little badass about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I got up no problem. I was like this, I got this. Da 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 da. But Zoe couldn't get up, and she was stuck on the mountain after I had already come down. And then I was like, well, that was a bad mom.
She's
move.
like, just leave me.
I know. I was like, I'm such a bad mom. I left her on top of that mountain. So the second time we had to do it, I was like, you go first, and then I will go. Okay.
There you go.
So then, like, she's trying to get up. We are both. Everybody else is down the mountain, and some reason I'm in my head and I can't get up anymore. And I'm like, wait, why can't I get up? I was getting up no problem over there. And so Zoe and I are on top of the mountain trying to get up, like a bunch of turtles on their shells, and everybody is waiting for us
You
down
guys
at the
need
bottom.
to do sit-ups.
There are children laughing at us, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
As they should.
But so like you can see there's a picture, like there's so many cool pictures of me up on our Instagram and Facebook. Like I had so much fun, but there are pictures where I look like I am just like in it. Like I am shredded. Like I look like I'm so cool. That is me trying to stand up. That is me trying to stand up. That's just what those
Were you
pictures
guys stoned?
are. No.
Oh, they're drunk.
No, we were completely sober because we were doing snowboard school.
Okay,
But
all right.
like once we figured out how to go and like everything was fine, like we had the best time, and I cannot wait to go.
I gotta tell you,
back.
nothing but smiles on those pictures.
Oh
I was like,
my
you do
gosh.
truly look like you're having
Yeah.
fun.
It like seriously, that's how I feel when I go chase waterfalls. Like it fills my bucket so much, and I found my new favorite thing to do in the winter. Like I'm so excited about
Yeah,
it.
good for
So,
you.
Yeah, it was a good.
And you didn't
time.
snap an ankle or
I
break a hip. You're
didn't.
doing really
good.
good.
I
That's
didn't.
good.
I still, I face planted for sure,
She's
but
like,
I am
nice.
fine.
Concussed. And
can't
I had a
feel
good
my
weekend
face.
too.
Oh my god!
I know, Josh. We'll get to you.
No, it's okay.
We'll do. You got stuff you want to talk about? We'll do it at the beginning of trending.
Okay.
Yes, we got you.
It was fun.
Couldn't turn Katie off there. I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey, what about you and your Lakers story?
Oh,
I mean,
my
you had your
gosh.
time too, buddy.
I feel like I zipped through my stuff pretty quick. I'm sorry, Josh.
I'm just joshing.
Oh no, that was awesome learning how to stand up, though. That's cool.
Shut up.
We got a
I
trending report coming up in
snowboarded.
just a few minutes right now. Let's see what's going on with traffic. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Denver's Mix 100. Streaming online on YouTube. Go to mix100.com and click on the YouTube link right up top there. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. Order online. Safeway does the rest. Get easy delivery or free pickup with the same great deals. Get started at Safeway.com or the Safeway app. Safeway, fresh foods, local flavors. So big thank you to Safeway for now sponsoring our live stream. It's pretty rad. Josh, how was your weekend?
It was so good. It was so much fun. We went out. A couple of buddies and I went out on Friday night, and then Saturday night, like I said, we went to Pindustry, which was 90s night, and every song on there that they have a live band at Pindustry. If you've never been there, for anybody that hasn't been there, they have a huge area of old, like 1980s video games. You can play 1990s video games. They have bowling alleys. They got awesome drinks, and then they have live music there. And Saturday night was 90s night, and it was so much fun to go there and hear basically every Blink-182, old Green Day songs that you could think of, as well as many more. I mean, STP, you had a lot of just all the good music that was the hits in the 90s, and it was so much fun, and we were all singing along, having a good time. Then Sunday, we traveled up to Golden because it was so nice out, and we hung out there all day, walked around Golden up and down like the main street of Golden area. And it was just so much fun to actually be able to get out again because we finally had nice weather, especially after all last week when all of us were fighting the snow and all that stuff coming into work. So it was a good weekend, I think, for all of us because we were busy and having a good time outside, all of us, which was really good.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds nice.
It was fun, man.
I will say I posted something on our Instagram just a little bit ago about the seasonal depression leaving your body because it's no longer dark at like 4 in the afternoon. We're starting to keep that sunshine a little later, and the seasonal depression is just wafting away.
I think the sun's setting at 7 p.m. now, right?
Yeah, about a little bit before.
Yeah,
but
right
we're
around
getting
there.
And you can see it, just the smiles on people's faces, like as you're outside. You can see it. Like
Slightly creepy.
my God.
I saw people walking this weekend, and everybody was just so excited to be in the sun.
Yay. I love seeing smiling people.
Me too. Even rolling into work today, it said it was 48 degrees. And I instantly smiled.
Unbelievable.
I'm like, it's already that hot.
Yeah, because
That's
last week
amazing.
we were getting into our cars and it was 4 degrees, which is awful.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Big difference.
You know what else is a big deal? Our trending report, and we like to do everything local. Katy, what you got?
Yeah. So over the weekend, there was an accident involving an RTD bus. It is pretty gnarly. You can actually go check it out on our Instagram at Jeremy, Katy, Josh in our stories. But the RTD bus had an accident with a little sedan, and it fell right into a pond.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
What?
I know.
Jeez.
It's on the corner right there of Colorado and Dayton. Right there out into the open, but you can see this massive, and it's one of the long buses too. The
I'm looking at
ones
the
that
pictures.
Have the
bendy in the middle?
The accordion.
Looks
in the
like
middle?
a bendy straw.
The accordion in the middle. It's one of those, and it is straight up in that pond. And they're still like trying to figure out what exactly happened, but the person in the car stayed, so it's not like it was a hit and run or anything. But yeah, boom, right into that pond.
God, that's gonna be terrifying. Were there people on the bus?
There were 15 people on the bus. Only the driver had to seek medical attention, and they sounded like they were going to be okay, but everybody else was just put on another bus and they were fine.
Have
Yeah.
you guys ever
What a
RTD.
ride.
I know. Have you ever seen the episode of
boy.
The Office where Dwight and Michael drive right into the pond because they're following the GPS?
Yeah.
And they're like,
Maybe that's
it.
what went on.
They're like, it says turn right now. And he goes, no, that's the pond. Don't turn right now. Every time something happens where a car ends up in the pond or an RTD bus, that's the scene I think of where they're like, well, the GPS says to turn. And they're like, no.
But this
Don't
is because a
turn
car
right
hit it, though,
now.
right?
Yes.
Like, what kind of car hit
Yeah.
this bus
Yeah.
to send it that far off course?
And it was just a little sedan, honestly.
Meep,
It was
meep.
just a little
Little
sedan.
Kia or
so,
something?
Smart car.
Pretty crazy.
Did you guys know I got rear-ended by an RTD bus?
Did you
Really?
really?
On 6th Avenue. This was probably 20 years ago, but we were on our way. Maybe not that much. Maybe, let's say 18 years ago.
Oh, okay,
we were
big
heading
difference.
down for the New Year's Eve party that Mix was throwing downtown. And we were on 6th Avenue, and everybody had to hit their brakes because something was going on up ahead. So we all hit our brakes, and I was sitting there at a standstill, and wham! A bus ran right into the back of us.
Why are you
my
not a millionaire?
gosh.
I
You
know,
should have
right? But my
sued.
neck! Oh, my neck!
Yes.
Yeah, luckily our buddy was with us who is a state trooper, And he like totally turned into trooper mode, and he got out of the car. He's like, I'm gonna take care of this,
Put on my reflective vest.
But yeah, they smashed up the back of my car pretty darn good.
Dang, man.
So for a while, the joke was, "Thanks for the break, RTD," because that's their slogan.
That's their slogan.
Thanks for the break.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got us pretty
Again,
good.
why are you not a millionaire?
Yeah, what
Oh,
happened?
because I'm not that kind of mooch. Because I was able to
Jared,
walk
that's-
away.
No, automatically.
on.
My back.
Exactly.
Give me Frankie's arm.
I have vertigo.
No, I'm not that guy. But yeah, it was a scary
man.
situation though. If you
Yeah.
get hit by a bus.
What
Yeah.
happened? Was it distracted? Like, do you know what?
I think everybody was just braking so quick that the
Oh.
bus couldn't react and boom, hit us. But although we
Dang.
were sitting at a stop, I mean, we were stopped and just like boom, hit us. So I don't know. It was a long time ago.
I'm
It
glad.
was a
Man.
different time.
Glad you're okay.
I guess.
Different time.
Was it an accordion bus?
I don't remember.
Oh, gosh.
My
how
car would
scary,
turn
though.
into an accordion.
Yeah, it sure
Aw.
would. Oh my gosh, a bus accident.
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Another thing having to do with cars and stuff like that. So, this story, residents in Westminster woke up last week to their vehicles and garage doors being graffitied.
What?
The
Oh,
whole
no.
neighborhood was hit. Yeah.
Who's
and-
that punk?
Exactly. And the people were like, obviously it made them feel really uneasy, but you can tell that they're where the perp started because the designs were very elaborate and they really went in. There was very vulgar language, but they meant to tell you a message. And then you go down the block and it just
Were
gets
they
like-
mad over
I don't
egg
know-
prices?
I don't know what they were mad at, but if they ran out of spray paint
Starts
or
tapering off.
energy, it all like started tapering off as you went down the block. By the time you got to the last house,
They
it
were
was
happy?
just like one little symbol.
period.
It was just like
Yeah.
one little thing. But
He's like, this is a long.
Never
neighborhood."
mind.
where it started, yeah, it was very elaborate, and the stuff that they spray painted on these garage doors and cars, is
Filthy, huh?
Not nice. Some of the windows got broken out and stuff too, but they were able to hit this whole neighborhood in Westminster.
Dang.
So the Westminster PD's like, if you have any
That's not
information
good.
about this, please give us a call. But clearly, a lazy perp who couldn't finish.
That's too bad it was
I
all
don't wanna
filthy
work with that
language.
guy.
I know.
Because remember on Friday I was talking about we need to get a graffiti artist into Children's Hospital to do a mural for
Oh,
the kids.
shoot.
I was gonna say, hey, whoever this is, give us a shout out, but no, not if you got a potty mouth.
No,
No.
not if
No.
you're just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want a
saying
happy
swear
graffiti
words.
artist.
There we go.
We want
A happy painter.
graffiti artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
A happy accident.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
No, but seriously, if anybody knows like anybody who can do murals with graffiti and stuff, hit me up. We
Yeah.
want to set something up with Children's Hospital.
yeah. We're thinking about doing something fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But nice words. Nice
Nice
words. And
words.
Nice,
symbols,
just happy
please.
faces.
This is a happier story because physicists
Physicists.
at CU,
Yes.
they have developed a breath sensor to detect diseases. This is actually
Whoa,
quite
that's neat.
yeah, it's awesome actually. So it's called modulated ring down comb infirmatory.
You got to
Need a
do
better
something
name.
than that.
Need a better
they're calling
name.
it Mercy, MRCI.
They gotta call it
for
the
short.
Like
So-
Uncle Jesse?
Breath-a-lifer. Breath-a-lifer.
I
There we
like
go.
that.
That's
There
good.
it is,
Breath-a-lifer.
The breath-a-lifer. But what it is, it actually kind of started with COVID because they wanted to make it easier to detect COVID instead of the nasal thing that we had to do.
Oh,
remember,
yeah,
at
that
first?
swab.
So,
Ugh.
Stuck
yeah.
that to my brain.
Oh.
Exactly. In everybody's brain. It was just so awful. So now it's like you just have to breathe into something, and it's way more than just COVID. It's asthma. It's cancer. I mean, they're looking at detecting diseases that people deal with
That's
on a daily.
crazy.
Exactly. So you won't have to undergo all these crazy tests to see if you have these diseases or complications.
Don't
You
let
can
Josh
see
breathe into it.
from this breath. What do you think
What do you
Josh is
mean?
walking around with?
I brush my teeth.
Crabs and
Oh.
gonorrhea.
Stop it.
Not those kind of diseases.
Hepatitis.
These
Jeremy.
are different ones. And stop. That's gross.
You still have to take those tests, Josh.
My family
Sorry.
listens to the
Syphilis.
show.
Come on.
Sir, you're gonna need to blow into this again.
Josh
grandmother's
is on top
listening.
That's
of
what
it.
she said. That's what she said.
Oh my
But yeah, they're hoping that is some kind of technology that they can use soon because it's just really neat that they developed it right there at CU.
That's pretty
So,
darn neat.
Yeah, local tie-in. Go Buffs. I have been talking about this next story for weeks now because I was so upset that the state of Colorado is just dragging their feet when it comes to the state taxes. Like
You've been pretty upset about
oh
this.
my gosh!
I want my money.
The federal taxes we could submit those at the end of January. Like that was no problem. I already got my federal taxes back, but state taxes we have not even been able to submit them. And I get it because there were a lot of things that changed. There are a lot of people that need to be up to updated. They need to get up to speed when it comes to all these new changes. So all of that had to happen before we could submit our tax returns, but it was taking a minute.
A long time.
And then they kept saying, like, oh, we're going to do it this week. Just kidding. We're going to do it next week. Just kidding. We're going to do it at the end of the month. But they have started accepting
Oh, thank God.
the returns
As they
now.
should.
So
It's
it
dang
is a
near March,
process,
Katie.
I know. And they're doing it from the third-party folks first. So if you did a TurboTax or an H&R Block, they are going to take those first. And that is me. I am in
There
that
we
camp.
go.
Probably
So
fast. They probably just zip those
yay.
through
Or
digitally.
Walmart,
Boom,
yeah, all
boom,
that
boom.
stuff.
Yeah, the people at
All that
Walmart.
good
Yeah.
stuff.
Because they're already done. They're just waiting to be filed. So, yeah, we are on top of it, okay?
And then Katie's taking us to lunch.
Yeah.
Doritos, dollar menu. Okay, one more cool story, and this one has to do with the Denver Nuggets, who are amazing. So they took over Montbello High School over the weekend for the Special Olympics United Takeover. It was a game between Montbello and Valley High Schools, but it was really neat because it pretty much looked like Ball Arena. Like they had their DJ there. We had Kyle Speller there. We've got a little more info on him
That's
in a bit.
so cool.
Peyton Watson was there, as well as Julian Strother. Rocky was there.
I don't know
Super
any of these
mascot
names,
Rocky.
but they sound important.
You know
Peyton
Rocky.
Watson, you should have seen him play. Actually, you know Julian
Yeah.
Strother is the guy who got like 8 fouls in 2 minutes at the game.
I'm sorry,
on
Rocky
Saturday.
was there?
Rocky was there, and the cheerleaders were there.
Now we're talking. You have
Yeah,
pictures?
They do. They had a lot of pictures. It was
Send
a
me
great
those.
time out there at Montbello High School, and just their way of giving back. I love when they get out into the community and do this. And there was a really nice write-up about the Nuggets PA announcer, Kyle Speller, who was also the announcer at the All-Star festivities in San
He
Francisco.
crushes it.
He is such
Yeah.
a good dude. Like, I got to have a little behind the scenes stuff when I was training for the Mammoth. I was training during Nuggets games. So Carrie Ann, who is also equally awesome, she was the one who trained me. And you know, Jeremy, because you were Wooly for a minute, so you understand all those production meetings that you do before games,
Sure I
right?
do.
So Kyle Speller is in all those meetings, and he is just the nicest dude. Like, he will say hi to you. He's just friendly with everybody. And when you're in Ball Arena and he is the voice of the Nuggets, he just makes those games so dang entertaining. I just love everything about him. So the fact that he got this little write-up at Denver 7, they were just saying super nice things about him and everything he does. Just wanted to give him some local love too. Yay,
He
go
crushes
Nuggets.
it. He crushes it.
Go Nuggets.
Kyle's
He
an
seems
awesome
he seems
dude.
very popular amongst you two, so that's great. That is great news.
You love him too.
I think I do.
You do.
You've really sold me on this guy.
Good. I did my job.
I think everyone out there's like, who are we
No,
talking
they know
about?
who
Kyle
we're
Speller?
talking.
Oh, you bet.
Yes.
Great guy. Good guy.
Kyle,
Part of
he
our
is-
company.
Come on.
Employee of the month. I'm going to vote for him. There you go. That's everything trending locally this morning with Jeremy, Katie, Josh, and Kyle here at Denver's Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh at Denver's Mix 100. That's not the music bed I wanted. All
Close.
That's the one I want right there. Hey, I do want to welcome you guys, though, to National Tortilla Chip Day.
Ooh.
Pretty big day for a lot of people today.
I like the tortilla chips with a hint of lime.
Oh, yes. That's a
good.
classy chip right there.
It is.
Tortilla chips are definitely one of those chips where you open up the bag and like 45 minutes later they're gone and you hate yourself.
Yeah.
And you hate your body.
Well,
So
and you think
bloated.
that it's like the healthier of the chips, but you're
It's really
essentially-
not, is it?
I mean, you have 4 of those. You just ate a whole tortilla.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second.
Do the
Like,
math.
Look at
I
that.
know.
Do
I just ate
the
12
math.
tortillas dipped in salsa.
Somebody roll me out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, it's going to be a big day for Mexican food restaurants, though.
Yay.
Would you like me to bring you another bowl? Hells yes.
Please.
All day.
Who says no to that question? No, you better not bring me another bowl of chips. In fact, bring 2 this time. All right, coming up, we have PMI for you guys. We'll have a positive, a minus, and something interesting. And I will say that the interesting is pretty nutty. It's going to be talking about where y'all are brushing your teeth, and it's kind of gross.
Oh.
It's coming up here in just a few minutes with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Right now, another traffic update. Streaming live on YouTube this morning. If you want to go check us out, go to mix100.com. Click on the YouTube link right there on the homepage. Or if you fart around a little bit on our social media, we've got some links posted on Facebook and Instagram. Just search Jeremy, Katy, Josh on either one of those. The other thing you need to do is get to your app store immediately on your phone or your tablet and download the Mix 100 Denver app. It is free. So tap that app, get it on your device, and then click the little microphone button down in the corner, and you can send us voice messages anytime you want. They'll come right to our emails during the show. If you have some observations, something funny going on in your life, maybe a question for the three of us, or what we've really been pushing and we've been loving the heck out of this is when your kids send us dad jokes. Because they're just so damn cute. Had quite a few come in over the weekend. This was from Tana, I believe her name was. You want to hear one? Here you go.
Yeah.
No, Emily. Never mind. Emily said.
Oh, Emily.
They're butt quack. You want it again? Here, I'll give it to you.
They're butt quacks.
Feathers.
So-
I love her.
She's cute.
The best thing about that audio is I edited it out.
Doesn't that
Edited
sound like a
it
stutter?
out. Edited it.
You
I
took
edited
it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Her mom in the background, like coaching her on
Yeah.
what to say, was the cutest thing. She's like, because they have butt quacks.
That's cute.
Because they have the butt quacks.
Emily, that's adorable.
Emily, thanks for listening.
Thanks, little Em.
Oh,
So
that's
cute, right?
adorable.
Hey, before we dive into PMI, we were just talking about how today is National Tortilla Chip Day.
Uh-huh.
It's also Happy I Hate Cilantro Day today.
It tastes like soap to some
Are you
people.
a soap person?
No, but my sister is. She cannot
Okay.
eat it on anything.
Yeah.
She's like, it tastes like someone put a bar of soap in my
I
mouth.
like it.
I
I like
love
it on
it.
I love
my
it.
chips, actually. Chips
Yeah.
and salsa and all that, and your tacos.
I usually use it as like lettuce. Like I
adds a
will
lot of
straight
flavor,
up
yeah.
use it as like put it on like that.
As your base?
I love it. I love the taste of cilantro.
What?
I put a
lot.
whole bunch on
That's a
it.
lot.
I know.
That's
I know.
too much.
I'm a fan.
That's
You're
over cilantro.
over
I'm a
cilantro.
huge fan of cilantro. So yeah, when people say that it tastes like soap, I just can't wrap my mind around that. I'm like, what do you mean?
It's the best
but I
flavored soap
understand
ever.
there is a whole group of people, a whole section of people.
have
that
you heard
think
the
That's a
people?
that.
first.
Have you heard of the people that think Dr. Pepper tastes like barbecue sauce?
Yes.
Yes, and I
yeah.
get that. Like, if you really focus on it when you take a sip, didn't we do this on the
We
air?
did.
I feel like we
a couple
did.
years
Yeah.
ago.
And it was
but
like,
there's
you know what? There's a little barbecue sauce in there.
Well,
Which is
and
funny.
a lot of barbecue sauces call for Dr. Pepper because it has that robust, like,
Robusto.
earthiness almost. It does. It's almost like soy
wait, hold on.
sauce.
Barbecue sauces
Almost
call
like-
for Dr. Pepper in there?
Some barbecue sauces call because it does have like all of those flavors,
Yeah.
and again, a soy saucy kind of flavor to it.
I've
So,
got a
yeah.
couple
my
recipes
God.
for the
Yeah.
crock pot where you throw a roast in and then you put a couple cans of Dr. Pepper in there
Yeah.
and it kind of
No way.
caramelizes and gets a kind of sweet and yet smoky flavor.
I did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
know
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I know like Coke can clean your toilet and stuff like that, but I didn't
Yeah.
know Dr. Pepper
Right.
did that.
Take
And
rust
your
off a penny or whatever.
Carburetor, right?
Yeah,
Then they
yeah.
always used to say that. Like,
At the Nuggets game on Saturday night, I got a Dr. Pepper.
did you?
They're so good.
I did. I was with my son, and I was like, I'm not going to drink tonight. I don't want any beers or anything. So we wandered into that one little area where they've got like all the cans. They're already in fridges. So you just
Yes.
go in and grab a can and then
Yeah,
walk over and
self-serve.
It's like the ball pit or something.
yeah,
It's really cool.
which is
Yeah.
great.
Uh-huh.
What's not so great, it was $15 for two sodas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it'll do it.
I was like,
That'll do it.
what?
They're
Dude.
kind of the size of like a tall boy, though, aren't they? Like you didn't pay $15 for
No,
two
it was a
12
big.
ounces.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
What are those?
It's like a
64 ounce?
Yeah.
64 ounce.
Maybe 32.
Maybe
but,
32.
You know.
It's probably
Got 100
32.
ounces of DP and
I was like, "Ugh!" I got out on the court. I did some dunking. So the reason I was telling you about Cilantro Day, there's a survey out this morning talking about foods that people actually hate. They just can't stand it. And listen to some of the top fives. Number 1, cheeseburgers.
It's crazy.
According
Who
to
made
this survey,
list?
I know. Who hates a
I already
cheeseburger?
don't like this list.
Bunch of vegetarians taking this
Right?
survey. Sushi was number 2, which I kind of get. That's very
Raw fish.
polarizing.
Yeah,
It's very
I love
polarizing.
sushi. Ugh.
I just like the veggie rolls or the
Yeah.
Oh,
avocado.
those are good. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a sweet potato roll kind of guy.
Yeah, I think so.
Good, yeah.
You don't want all that fish.
Yeah.
Popcorn came in on the list.
I don't love popcorn.
What?
I really don't.
This is
Oh,
crazy
man.
to me.
I can
These are all
bust
my
open one of those
favorites.
bags of Skinny Pop that you get at like Costco.
Yeah.
My dad does that.
Eat the whole thing.
Like we'll be watching
Bloated
TV
for
or
weeks.
something. Yeah, and he'll just pop a bag of popcorn.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
a little gas station in the town I'm
Weird.
from makes sour cream and onion popcorn, and it is the best.
I would
thing
try
you
that.
will ever eat. It's so. I make it homemade sometimes just because it's only in the little town I'm from. So
Have you tried the what do they use? Is it Jello maybe? Where you put popcorn, put it in a big paper bag, dump Caro syrup in there, and packets of Jello mix like cherry.
it's like a kettle
And then you
corn
shake
kinda
it
thing?
up, yeah, and then it all
Okay.
sticks to it. Then you've got like cherry flavored popcorn.
I can see that.
It's really
yeah,
good.
That sounds really good.
The last two burritos,
what?
I don't
I
like this
know,
list. I
what?
don't like this at all.
and then ramen came in on the list too.
Where is sauerkraut and Brussels sprouts and the
And
things that are like
goulash.
exactly things that we didn't like eating actually. Like all of these foods are amazing.
Yeah, these are pretty tasty.
Yeah.
I would eat them all in one sitting.
I would too.
I'd probably push the sushi to the side for a few minutes.
I'll
but
eat your sushi.
pardon
You
me.
want, you want warm sushi? You gotta eat it first.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'll
Cold
dive into
sushi.
sushi
There you
first.
go.
I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
Anyway, there's your silly food list this morning. We've got PMI right now. We've been sifting through all the stories this morning, and we found a positive story, a minus story, and something a little bit interesting to send you on your way this morning. Who got to pee?
I got that pee.
Katie got to pee.
Yeah, this is a really good way to start it out because Betty White is getting a stamp.
Oh, Betty.
America's
Yes,
sweetheart.
I know. Actually, the first lady of television.
Where's my
She's been
Betty
known
White?
as. Yes, and I think this is. Yes.
There you go.
Oh, this is so sweet. But it's due, right?
It's due? I don't know. Maybe, I guess.
Oh, she deserves a stamp.
Yeah, put Betty on
Oh,
a stamp.
I love this. And they're
I
actually
wanted
gonna,
to lick Betty for
They're
years.
going to make a big deal about it. Wow. Didn't think I'd hear those words today, but there it is. Ooh,
You like
we're
this
going to
one?
get down a little bit, huh?
A little something else I had.
I like that.
Is this like the club
Golden-
version?
I
At
know.
the club,
This is-
Betty!
I was so sad that she passed away right before she got to be 100.
I
It made me
know.
so
Is that what
sad.
happened? I didn't
Yeah.
remember. Was
They
she
were gonna
99?
Have her on. She
Yeah,
was 99. They were going to have her
99.
on Good Morning America. They like talked about it, like a huge celebratory 100th birthday, and like 2 days later, it's like Betty White passes away at 99. I was like,
No.
oh my goodness.
Oh,
Who was
we
the fill-in
shouldn't-
guest?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That
I
was.
don't know.
Of course, that's your
Jeremy.
I'm just
question.
curious. Like, who's the fill-in?
Oh
then?
my
I don't know. It was
gosh.
a couple years
We've
ago.
been hyping it all week.
They really were though. They were like Betty White 100th birthday celebration, and then they were like passes away at
Never
99.
mind. Never mind.
Oh,
Oh,
Betty,
poor
you
Betty.
know.
But again, a celebration because she's getting a stamp, and the first day of issue for the Betty White stamp is going to be at the LA Zoo and Botanical Gardens. So they're going to make a big deal of it.
Why
they're
at the
gonna
zoo?
I
debut.
feel like she donated a bunch of
She
money
did.
to
Oh,
that
did
and
I
zoo.
was
she
like-
was just a huge, huge proponent of the LA Zoo specifically.
Yes.
Oh, I
so
thought she just like loved the penguins. or
no,
something.
yeah. Thursday, March 27th, they're going to have a big old thing and
Aw.
release the Betty White Forever stamp.
Ah,
And
I
it's
love it.
actually a really good picture of her. It's in purple. The stamp
It's
itself.
a good-looking stamp.
It is, and it has like bubbles on it, like little, bubbles through. Like that, they're just very
she love
light.
bubbles?
Well, but for her bubbly personality is what they did that for. I know, I love it. I love it.
Well.
So again, March 27th is when we get the Betty White stamp.
That is cute, isn't
That's
it, Josh?
exciting. It's
Everyone
very
else is like, did she
positive.
like to blow bubbles?
Is it-
Big proponent of bubbles.
What about the bubble thing?
Big
though?
fan of
Yeah, no,
bubbles.
yeah, her bubbly personality.
It's a
So-
good-looking stamp for
It
sure.
is.
Yeah.
It might
It
be a
is.
collector's thing. Did you guys know that I used to collect stamps way back when I was
Does not
like young
surprise me.
kid?
Doesn't shock
like
me
in the
either,
elementary
yeah.
school. Like I had
Yeah.
a grandma that would constantly get me
That tracks,
various sheets of
actually.
stamps, and this
You
is why
asked
I
for
never
'em.
had a girlfriend in high
asked
school.
for 'em.
I know, right?
Gam,
Grandma,
Gam,
I
where's the
love
stamp?
stamps. I really look forward to your stamps every year.
Hey,
Brr.
ladies, would you like to come over and see my Looney Tunes stamp collection? Don't want to brag, but it's pretty prestigious.
See Marvin the Martian there? He
Marvin the
is,
Martian. I got my Space Jam stamps.
This one's Daffy and Donald Duck.
Yeah, I have stamps tucked away, guys.
Good for
They're probably
you,
worth
man.
a
You do.
lot of money now because this was like in the early 90s.
Not
Yeah.
everything old is worth money.
I
Barry.
know.
Oh, these are probably worth quite a amount of
He
money.
thinks he's so rich over there with all his old toys and
I
stamps.
think he's just a hoarder.
I know.
Shut
We're
the
gathering
guys,
about you.
Shut
like,
up.
Shut up.
It's like,
Don't make me play the Golden Girls theme again. I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. All right, who's got the minus?
right,
Besides
I'm-
this current situation
I
being
know,
the
besides
minus.
conversation.
You guys suck.
I'm gonna bring us down with the minus. You guys ever been on a Lime scooter before?
Yes,
Fun
I have.
things downtown.
I have not done that yet. No.
You haven't? Oh,
No.
they're
Oh,
so
they're-
much fun.
I did it on an opening day where I had to park it down by the Capitol, and I hopped on one and
Brilliant.
zipped down
By
to Coors
so
Field.
everybody.
smart. That is
Yeah.
so smart. Well, you're not going to be able to zip around town anymore, Jeremy.
What?
Denver lawmakers are trying to take those speedy scooters off the streets and sidewalks
No.
simply because so many people are getting injured on them. And another thing is they are trying to make laws now that will regulate the speed, have a governor on the
Yeah, Governor Switch.
scooters, so you can't
They go
just
fast.
fly past other pedestrians that are walking on sidewalks and stuff.
I would
like
imagine
that.
all the drunkards.
That's the
are
big
on
thing,
them.
So
Jeremy. So
many.
these
Yeah.
are huge for a lot of people that are, hey, I'm not, driving my car. I got a scooter. They're saying that you can now possibly, they're trying to pass some laws that will also give you like a DUI if you are just clearly not able to
Yeah, you
operate
could take somebody out.
a scooter while being
Wonder
impaired.
if they can do it where it like goes at like 10 o'clock at night, they switch over to
That's-
only be going like 10 miles an hour.
That's what they're trying to do. They don't want you to speed through them. And then one thing that I kind of don't agree with that. I kind of like being able to be a speed demon on them. But the one thing I do agree with is they want to have specific parking zones now for the scooters.
That's good.
Other than just leaving them on the corners of sidewalks
Yeah, I
and
don't like
everywhere.
That was the most unsettling thing when I did it. It's like you can just dump it. You're like,
They
I'm going to
litter
dump
them.
it.
They litter them anywhere on the streets. So
Yeah.
they would have specific parking zones where it will still charge you if you park it and you just leave it anywhere. It's going to keep that meter going.
Oh.
And that will really
Oh,
deter
that's not
people
good.
because now they're like, you have to park them in the parking zones and then it will be able to turn off your charge, which I'm like, because there's no way to enforce that
Yeah.
unless you keep charging somebody.
actually a good idea.
So I actually do agree with that because, yeah, the Denver area is littered with Lime scooters
are.
everywhere. And I
So-
don't like that.
My one thing when I was on it, like I didn't know the rules. Like, can you just zip down the sidewalk and into the street,
So
and
right
down
now,
back
yes.
alley? You can just do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
there
no-
are no
but-
rules.
Because
there's
I was
other-
like, I'm on a sidewalk. Can I
Yeah.
do this?
You can pop a wheelie. You can do whatever you want. But right now, cities like Chicago, San Fran, Seattle, and Washington, D.C., they all just passed new regulations that are going to be very similar to what Denver is proposing. And the Denver mayor, as
Wow.
well as other people in this, they want to pass it like that.
Okay.
And I agree with probably 95% of it. I like being a little speed demon on there. But
I do too.
other
Look
than
at
that,
look at Jason who just texted in. My wife is an ICU nurse at Denver Health, and that's her most common patient is a drunk person on a scooter with a head injury.
Oh,
Well,
no.
This is why we're doing it.
we've seen the very famous video of even John Elway
Whoa,
passing
whoa,
everybody
John
on his scooters
Elway.
and possibly eating
Eating
it a
it?
little
yeah,
bit. So
that's the most
it's,
famous one.
It's you don't want to do that. You don't want to be those people that
No,
are
you
crashing
don't.
everywhere. So it's
Funny.
a good law. I think it will pass
All
because
right.
other cities are passing it as well.
Good, good. Be careful out there, you guys. Okay, so we'll wrap things up with the interesting. There is a random poll out there this morning talking about where people be brushing their teeth.
Uh-oh.
At the counter with the
Side
sink.
note, here's the oldest thing you're going to hear me say today. I think a filling came out over the weekend
Oh.
because this one hurts really bad and it like
No.
hurts when I chew on it.
You got to fix
Oh,
that.
no.
Otherwise, there's going to be a root
If
canal.
I
your
gotta call my
filling's
dentist.
gone, you could feel it. Can you feel your filling being
Well,
gone?
last time I was at the dentist, they're like, this is looking really loose. And then this weekend I was eating some stuff and I was like, oh God, and I think it's
You're
I
either
think it's out or it's
making
cavity.
it loose
I
or
don't know.
something.
Oh, no.
Ow.
Nah, it's not good. Anyway,
Dentist
I've
appointment
got to
for
get
you?
in today to have
Well,
the dentist look
Your
at
dentist can see you in 5 months, sir.
it. I know, and that's what I thought too. And it's funny, I was telling Nicole, you don't realize that you have a dominant side that you chew on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
As
right
soon as
side.
mine's my
Absolutely.
left. As soon as you put
Yeah.
food in your mouth, I instantly start chewing on that side. And all weekend I've been having to train myself to start on the right side.
And you look silly.
And speaking of brushing your teeth, I had my dentist tell me that at one point too. She's like, "You're starting on your left side, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah, how do you know?" She's like, "Because some of your gum is starting to recede." She's like, "When people start brushing, they always start on the same side. That's where you're torquing because you're getting going so much right at the beginning." She's like, people start rubbing their gums off.
That's
Oh.
on
I
the
didn't know
side that you
dentists
start.
knew all that.
So
Yeah.
she's like, again, try to be cognizant of what you're doing and start on a different side because you're all torquey right off.
Yeah,
the bat.
and you probably brush a lot harder.
A lot
and stuff,
harder as
yeah.
you start like, ugh.
Huh.
Anyway, all that to the side. The story this morning talking about your teeth and where you're brushing them. These people are walking around the house is the majority of it. They're just walking around brushing your teeth, which I do. Some people
the
sit
house?
down. They just sit down like on their couch and brush their teeth. In the shower is a big number.
That's disgusting.
And get this, 3% of people said they sit on the toilet while they're brushing their teeth.
That's
Why?
fecal. You're brushing your teeth with fecal
Well, you got your
matter.
mouth closed. You can.
I brush my teeth
It's
with
right
my mouth
there,
open,
though. Like things are. It's right there.
Dude. Your pants are off.
It's right. I'm looking
It's
right at it.
there. It's right there.
You've never done that?
No.
No.
Oh,
And then you like spread
that
your legs to the
weirds
side
me
and spit
out.
down right into the middle.
Oh, that's disgusting.
You've never done that?
No.
Jeremy, I brought this up
Either
last
have I.
year. I brought.
No.
I brought this up last year because I was dating a girl I was seeing a girl who was brushing her teeth in the shower, and I asked her, I was like, "Why is your toothbrush in the shower?" And she was like, "I just brush my teeth while I'm in there." And I'm like, "That's wrong."
You can't do
That's
that.
wrong.
I've done
don't
that,
do
but
that.
there's where do you put it? You know, like when you're
She
done.
laid it on like
Yeah,
the soap
on the
tray,
soap,
and I was like,
oh
Ew.
gosh. See, and I'm a.
Were you watching her shower?
"No," but I went in afterwards, and
And
her
saw
Oh,
the
I
toothbrush.
see. Okay, that's
toothbrush,
good.
yeah.
I wanted to
was
make
not
sure you
in
weren't
there.
living in sin.
And see, I am a wake up and go brush my teeth right away kind of person.
Yep.
Like that's the first thing I do. So it's always at the sink. It's where I do, and then I don't even like I brush my
99%
teeth,
of the time it's sink.
and then I go turn the coffee pot on. Like that's the very first thing.
Sometimes
I
you
do.
got to multitask, though, Katie. You're sitting on the toilet, going to town, and you're brushing your
You
teeth.
stain your teeth
Like I
right
said, you
after
can
brushing
spit,
them.
like,
You
you
don't
just-
do those two.
And that's kind of fun because you can like
don't-
aim.
No, you don't
Yeah,
do
what if you
those
miss,
two
Jer?
things together. You can't.
What if you miss? Well, then
minty
Minty
fresh.
you got
fresh pea.
minty pee-pee ding-ding is what you got.
Oh gosh, that does not sound fun.
No.
That
That's
tastes
a not
like
good
oral
start
beef.
to
Ooh,
the
it's
day.
cooling. It cools a little bit.
It's peppermint.
Blow on it. It's cold. There's your PMI this morning.
A little too much.
Whether you like it or not, little inside
TMI.
information.
That was
That's
That's
TMI.
TMI today.
Yeah, Jeremy's penis. All right.
Oh. Whoa.
Whoa, settle down.
It's
Things
a
are getting-
tiny conversation.
Things are getting to go. Things are getting crazy on a Monday. Watch out now. Watch out. All right, so we've got Fast Five coming up here in just a few minutes, which is a great family feature, unfortunately, right now.
Oh gosh.
We've got concert tickets. Who's our
We do Alessia Cara.
Oh, everyone
I'm
loves
so
her. This should be a big prize this
excited.
week.
Yeah, she's going to be at the Paramount April 22nd.
There
we
you
got
go.
the hookup.
That'll be coming up at 7:25 today with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh. Right now, hit me with some traffic brought to you by Good Times. Yeah, let's get these phones lit up. Let's have some fun. Let's play a Monday edition of Fast Five with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh at Denver's Mix 100. Before we get started, I do have a letter that came in from Dan. Dan says, I wanted to let the three of you know that I absolutely love your game Fast Five. Dan says, for many years I've struggled with ADD where I can't focus on anything for more than 2 minutes. Combine that with the world of technology, it makes it even worse. For 15 minutes every morning, you guys are my escape.
Oh!
I love listening to this entire game, especially with my stepdaughter Alyssa in the car with me. We love hearing the categories, really love how you connect with your listeners, getting to know each contestant. I wish this game went for 30 minutes. Ha ha ha, he says. Dang, Dan. Thanks again. Absolutely love the show. Cherish the three of you and the time you've given me with my wonderful stepdaughter, Alyssa. You're a classy bunch. Have a great show. And again, that's from Dan and Alyssa. That was a very nice message that came in.
That is so sweet. Thank you, Dan.
Dan's a good guy. Thank you for that. Well, you can call in and have some fun and enjoy the show just like Dan and Alyssa. Give us a call, 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. Will get you here into the studios. And here's how it works. We'll get you on the line and get to know you a little bit, just like we said. Figure out what you did this weekend. And then I will throw a category at you. Start a 10-second timer, and within that 10 seconds, you got to give me 5 things that have to do with that category. So call us, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. I'll get you here in the studios. Katy, what were some of the categories we had on Friday? Do you remember?
You asked for 5 movies with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
you
yeah.
asked about movies about historical events and also clothing brands that start with the letter B.
That was a good round on Friday.
Yes.
And it went a minute, if I recall.
Doug got parts of the digestive system for the big win on Friday.
Atta
so that
boy.
was fun. Yeah.
Atta boy. Give me liver.
Yeah, exactly.
303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. I'll get you here in the studios to play Fast Five, and our winner's going to get an awesome prize.
Absolutely. Alessia Cara tickets. She is going to be at the Paramount April 22nd. She is so amazing, by the way. So, yeah, that's a really good prize for you to win. She's excited to come to Denver, too.
Yeah, you just had an interview with her.
I did. I got to
acting
chat
like
with
you
her.
know her. You're like,
Well,
she's excited to come.
I got to chat with her on Friday a little bit, and yeah, she loves the Mile High City. She loves coming to perform, and she's hoping to go hiking a little bit when she comes in April. So yeah, maybe we'll hear a little bit more from Alessia this week as we give away these tickets.
There you go. 303-691-1649. I'll get you here in the studios with JK. Let's see who we got. Who's been holding the longest? Mindy. Hi, Mindy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What'd you do this weekend? Anything fun?
We got our new couch delivered.
Yay! Right
a new
on.
couch.
Right on with your ride. What color is it?
It's a dark gray.
Oh, nice. That should hide spills
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Well, we have a 7-year-old and a 18-month-old, so we need something durable.
Yeah, you do.
Something
Smart
durable.
move.
And you can always put little pops of color with the blankets and the pillows and stuff, right? Gray's a
Yep,
good couch
yep.
to have.
Look
Yep,
at
that's
you.
it. That's it. That's a staple.
Joanna Gaines over here. Magnolia collection right across from me.
I know some stuff.
Wow. We were at the mall last week, the three of us, and we walked by that Lovesac store, and they do
Yeah.
couches now.
Yes.
And some of their
Oh,
couches have the subwoofers in the seat of the
Yeah.
couch. So when you're watching the movies, the seat vibrates with the bass. And Katy put down money on one of these
Yeah,
couches.
I wish. Those couches.
I know. That's like a college education right there.
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Well, Katie's very single, so she bought 2 of these couches.
Yeah.
She bought 2.
Katie wishes.
One for upstairs and one for downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Mindy, are you ready to play Fast Five?
I sure am.
All right. What do we have for you? This one's pretty good. The letter is O. And in 10 seconds, please give me 5 brands or companies that start with the letter O. Go.
I
Uh-oh.
just drew a blank completely.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh. I am Nope.
Oh, well,
I couldn't even think of one.
that's
No.
okay. We'll hold on to this one because we're going to use it with somebody else. But there's a lot once you start thinking about it.
That one's hard to get going.
One
though.
particular cookie comes to mind.
Yeah. Oh.
Mindy, thank you for calling. Enjoy that couch.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great week. Bye.
Yeah, you name that cookie and then they all start coming. Huh?
Just saying. Just going to say. Is this Carter? Going once. Carter going twice.
Hi, Carter.
Carter.
Oh,
Gone.
no, Carter.
No Carter.
No.
Joseph.
Hi.
Hi. What'd you do this weekend?
I went to Breckenridge with my girlfriend's family.
Hey, did you propose?
No.
That'd have been a heck of a place to propose on top of the mountain
no,
there.
I didn't. Why did you ask that?
When are you going to propose?
Probably not for a while, seeing as how I'm still in high school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeremy.
Yeah, you
have
probably
plenty
shouldn't, buddy.
of time there, Joseph. You just take
Yeah.
your sweet old time with that.
That's right. Do you like her family?
I do.
Oh, that's a good start.
Do they like you?
I think so. They've brought me on multiple trips.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That Breckenridge one, too.
All right, buddy. You want to play Fast Five?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
you're probably not going to get this one, but in 10 seconds, please give me, don't Google it, 5 characters from 90210. Go.
Oh, God. I've heard of this show, but I have no clue what it is.
Yeah. I had a hunch.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Another zero. All right, Joseph, have a good day, buddy.
You too.
Thanks
Later.
for listening, Joseph. Bye.
I let that one slide. I wonder if he was 18. Probably not.
I know. Well, he could be. He could be 18
Could
and
be.
in high school.
Yeah, they could have held him
he
back a
could
few
be.
times.
No, he could be a senior. Oh, my gosh.
If you want to play Fast Five, 303-691, one mix, 303-691-1649. I've got Michaela. Hey, Michaela.
Hey there.
Hey, girl. What'd you do this weekend?
Went outside and touched some grass.
Yes.
You know.
Touch some grass.
Oh, and it felt good,
Yeah.
didn't it, Michaela? The sun and the grass
Yeah,
and the
it
trees.
did.
Felt real good.
Oh.
I said a couple times this weekend in Knick-Knack, I was like, shh, listen, do you hear that? There's birds. We heard birds this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
The birds were out.
Yeah, you don't get that every day.
You
No.
really don't get that every day.
Everyone
You
in
just don't.
everyone in Colorado was smiling this weekend, Michaela. Like it felt so
I
good.
know.
Except the Nuggets.
So infectious.
We were
Except
still
the
smiling.
Nuggets.
We were still
I
smiling.
don't know.
Come on.
Oh, Michaela, what do I have for you? Katie, I'm going to need your help with this one because I
Okay.
know you're an expert.
You bet.
Sweet Michaela, in 10 seconds, please give me 5 products that are made by Little Debbie.
Oh yeah!
Go!
All day.
The cosmic brownie, the powdered donuts, the chocolate donut, or no, that's Hostess.
Time is up. You got one.
The cosmic brownie though.
I'll tell you
That's
the
a
one
good
I got all the time growing up as a kid was the Star Crunch.
Oh, yummy.
So much Star
Oh
Crunch in my
man,
lunch.
I'm cosmic brownie all the way.
That's a pretty solid brownie.
I like the oatmeal cream pie. I will eat that.
Oh,
every
yeah,
day.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And the
yummy.
Swiss rolls.
Oh.
And the zebra
All right.
cakes. Oh,
Zebra
Michaela, there's so
cakes.
many.
I've got a homework assignment. I'm
Yeah.
going to stop by the grocery store and take a
Yeah.
gander at the aisle.
And then hit the gym. Michaela, thank you
Hey.
for calling this morning. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Later, Gator.
Bye. Oh, that one. Now I'm hungry too.
Dexter.
What's going on?
Love your name.
You're going on, Dexter.
Love that.
What's
Yeah.
up, guys?
You got the coolest name today.
Yes, that show is the best.
Do you love that or what?
Love it. Did you watch any of the spin-offs or anything? Because now there's
you know,
another
I
one.
didn't.
No.
I know. The original sin. I know, and everyone's like, yeah, Dexter, what a cool name. Did you like the show? I'm like, I've never seen it. But I love the actor. Love the actor.
Michael C.
He was
Hall.
in 6 Feet Under on Showtime. So
Yeah.
that was pretty good show. But yeah, I've never seen an episode. So
I could see that where you're just kind of like, I'm not going to see it just because of my name.
Just
I just
because.
don't even.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just when I'm in one of those moods just to binge watch something, I think I'll probably dive into it.
Yeah. One of these
So-
days, you're going to be like, you know what, Dexter? It's
One of
time.
these
Today's a
days.
day.
It's time.
Exactly.
It's like women who are
Probably
named
more.
Alexa probably don't have an Alexa at the
No,
house.
they go
so-
with Siri. They go with
Likely.
Siri.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, buddy. How old are you?
Really? You gonna put me on blast like that?
It's all right.
No.
How old are you? I'm just curious.
53.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious because actually you might get this one then. So in 10 seconds, my good friend Dexter, please give me 5 characters from the TV show Saved by the Bell. Go.
Zach, Slater, Kelly, Lisa.
Time's up. Oh, you got 4. Hit me with a Mr. Belding.
I was waiting for Screech.
Screech.
I know.
Dude,
So close.
My gosh. Thanks,
Dexter,
guys.
Hey.
you did not kill it.
It's really nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, you guys too.
Thanks,
Take care.
Dexter. Bye.
All right.
Oh, my
Man,
gosh.
So close with that one, too.
If you want to play, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. We got Walker on the line. What's up, Walker?
Hi, can you hear me?
I sure can, loud and clear,
We
buddy.
got you.
Awesome.
What'd you do this weekend?
A little laundry. I've got 5 kids, so it was a lot of cleaning and organizing.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a lot of kiddos.
Yeah.
That's a lot of laundry, my friend.
Maybe 2.5 too many.
Yeah.
Okay, we might need to get rid of a couple of these kiddos.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
Oh, that's
they're all
good.
great. They're all great.
Yeah, I bet
No,
you're a
that's
good
just
dad.
a lot. That's like never-ending laundry. You just must do it all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Funny.
Just 24/7.
All right, Walker, Texas Ranger, let's get ready to do some Fast Five with you. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 body parts that you have 2 of. Go.
Eyes, legs, arms, teeth, ears, feet, knees, knuckles, buttocks.
Buttocks.
Buttocks. I like, and
Buttocks.
that's accurate. Like you
That
got like
is.
10, dude.
Goddamn butt cheeks. Yeah, you did. You got it all day long, Walker. Well done.
Walker, big winner.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Attaboy. Ah! Which kids do you have with you right now?
I'm sorry?
What kids do you have with you right now?
I've got the 10-year-old taking her to, what is it, 5th grade? 5th grade.
What
Fifth
grade are you in
grade.
again?
What's her name?
Leilani.
Hey,
Hi,
Leilani.
Leilani.
Good morning, kiddo.
Good morning.
Hey. Right on, Walker. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend, I'm going to throw you on hold, and Josh is going to come back and tell you how to get those concert tickets, all right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Our pleasure. Thank you for calling and having us on in the morning.
Bye, Walker. Bye, Leilani.
Look at that, Katy Cat.
That's so sweet. that
Not
was a good
too
one.
shabby. That's how we get it done. And good news is tomorrow morning we'll have another edition of Fast Five here at Denver's Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Denver's Mix 100. Thanks for hanging out with us on a fun Monday morning. All right, coming up at 8 o'clock, we have a question for y'all, and you're going to have to sound off. Phones were full for Fast Five, so I know you're out there. This one's going to be a pretty easy question. What's the weird thing that you're kind of afraid of? It's not necessarily an irrational fear. It's just kind of even a ridiculous fear. It's just this little thing you're like, ugh, it freaks me out. So we'll be soliciting for calls and comments on that coming up at 8 o'clock. Right now, let's see what's going on with traffic. Streaming live on YouTube on a fun Monday here at Denver's Mix 100. You can find us by going to YouTube and just searching Mix 100 Denver or Jeremy, Katy, Josh, and click on the link, and you can see what's going on here in the studios, which is kind of fun. See my new hat. Yay.
It's cute.
It's really cute hat.
cute.
It's really
you
a
guys
cute
have
hat.
had a little hat bromance all
I know.
morning.
Josh is like, that's a good looking hat. I'm like,
Both
it's
of
new.
You're right.
Well, and
It's
so before I saw it, I was like, or before I said anything, I was like, I really like that hat. And then I was like, I know that brand. And I
Yeah.
like that brand too.
It's a golf brand, and I'm probably the biggest golfer you know.
Yeah.
You take me golfing. Yeah.
Poser Party of One. You can see it if you stream us on YouTube. And then go download our Ding Dang app. It's Mix 100 Denver in the App Store. Get it on your phone. Click the microphone button down in the corner and grab a kid, grab a child in your life, and have them send us a dad joke, just like this one that came in.
Oh gosh.
Come on. Come on.
It's a little risque for a
Come
child.
on.
It's pretty good.
Come on now. That's why we want you to download that app. Tap that app. It's free.
That's a
Mix 100 Denver in the App Store. That's pretty darn solid.
that's a dad telling his son to do that, not a mom. That's a dad.
I will say what I've been doing too is I've been taking all the kids with the dad jokes from the week, and I compiled like a little video that I threw up on our socials over the weekend, and it's pretty darn cute.
They're so good.
So have your kids send in the stuff, and we'll probably start to try to replay these on Friday too, like a whole 2 minutes of them.
Yeah.
Just because they're so funny.
Friday
They're just so
dad jokes.
I think so. So get the Mix 100 Denver app and click the microphone down in the corner and get your kiddos on there to become little radio superstars. All right, so here in just a second, we are going to be talking about some of your ridiculous fears. You know, you're worried that if you crack open a can of Coke, it'll blow up and blow your face off. It's like these silly little fears. You can start getting the calls lined up. 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. But before we do, Katy says she had a quick story about a gas station experience.
Oh, yeah, well, I went to the gas station over the weekend, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it, honestly, because this woman came up to me while I was getting gas. She didn't come up to me. She rolled down her window and called to
Hey,
me.
lady!
Yeah, and so it was just weird. I was like, yes, and I walk up to her, and she told me that she had broke her leg last year, and she just had surgery, and so when she needs gas, she kind of just has to go and hope the kindness of strangers things play out for her. She goes to a gas station and asks somebody to pump her gas with her debit card. Like, she gave me her debit card.
That's the thing.
Yeah, she gave me her debit card, and she was like, can you please pump my gas for me? I can't stand up. I can't get out of my car. Like, this is just something I have to deal with. And I was like, in my mind, I can't stop thinking about it, because I'm like, how do you get out of your car when you get home? Like, you know, like, how do all these things, like,
This
how
might
do
be
you
just a
get
laziness
through-
thing.
How do you
Yeah.
get through life?
She might be taking advantage of people.
She had like a cast thing on, you know, like she showed me, and she was
Velcro
telling
on
me,
the back.
Like, while I was getting her gas, she was telling me her whole story about how, again, she broke her leg last year. She's had issues with it healing, and she literally just had surgery.
Wonder what
but
happened.
the whole time, I just felt so bad for this woman, because I'm like, you are going out there and just hoping that somebody is nice to you when so many people are not.
I will
nice
say
out
I would
there.
not go up to that window and take her credit
You
card,
probably
because I would be
wouldn't.
like, man, this is some sort of weird scam
Yeah.
that I haven't heard about on Nextdoor yet.
And you know me, I'm falling for those scams every time.
You're like, yeah,
so
let me get in your back seat and rub your back.
You don't even know. You guys were rolling through my head so much, because I was like, Jeremy and Josh, they're going to tell me
Red
this
flag,
is dumb.
red flag,
They're
yeah.
going to tell me not to help this lady. Like, I feel like this lady needs my help right now. And I did. I pumped her gas.
Katy was never seen from.
No, I
Oh.
think for a
Heard
minute I
from
thought I
again.
was going to be kidnapped, but then I was like, she can't move.
She's
There's
got a
nobody
cast,
in
I'm
this
good.
car. Yeah, I was looking for the other cars around me, because I thought maybe that's it. Maybe she's
getting
distracting
punked
me,
or something.
and she's going to
Yeah, like they
throw
drive
me in a
off with
van.
your car, though, or
Exactly.
something,
Like,
yeah.
I thought something was going to happen, so I was very aware of.
That's
my
very sweet of you, though, to
situation,
help her.
But I have not been able to stop thinking about this lady.
I
and
would have
just
grabbed that
hope
card,
she's
ran
okay.
in, and got some Slim
No.
Jims, a Slurpee.
Well, and here's the funny thing. So I did ask her, because I was like, how do you know who to ask when you roll up to the gas station? And she said, well, I always ask women. She
Yeah.
doesn't even ask men. She said, I always ask women. And I just thought that was just interesting. Again, I just have not been able to stop thinking of Lorraine. Her name is Lorraine.
Shout out to Lorraine and your fake cast.
And I hope that people are still helping you. And if you need gas, that people are helping you get it. Because, I mean, we can do that, right?
Well, I did something similar too. This very elderly woman, she was at a gas station pump the other day, and she asked me for my help. She couldn't read the numbers, and she's like, she goes, usually my husband does this, but he had surgery. And so she asked me, because I was the only one there, so I don't know if she asked women as well.
You gave her the wrong numbers?
No, I gladly helped her.
you
No,
have
I
to be
pumped her entire gas for her. I put the credit card in,
Exactly.
Oh,
gave it
you're
right back
sweet.
to her, and she was like,
Took
she
her
literally looked
home
at me.
and-
She goes, I could kiss you if I was younger. And I'm not kidding. She said that.
Did you
She's like,
kiss her?
No.
I would
no,
have
she has
tongued
a
her
husband.
face all day.
But she was like, I could kiss. She couldn't do it. And I was like, I will
You
gladly
guys are
help
so
you.
helpful.
So,
You're
You
good
have to
citizens.
help.
I totally
I
help.
want to
have
thank
to
you
help.
for doing this because you're giving the show a really good name
Oh,
and a
good.
really good brand.
She
Because
was cute.
Jeremy.
She was so sweet. Yeah, Jeremy would have
I'd
ran
run
off.
like hell. I don't trust you, old lady.
And this is a good. The Melissa
Yeah,
just
right.
texted in and said
Yeah,
that
okay.
you can push the button for an attendant.
You can.
Yeah,
Even
but-
they'll ignore you, though. They're
But
like,
I don't
trust
think
this.
everybody does that. I don't think every gas station does that.
She couldn't get out of the
So-
car to push the button.
She couldn't. Yeah. So again, I've just been thinking about her.
That's
a lot.
really sweet. I'm sure
Anyway,
she's fine.
all right.
She's laying on the floor
Okay.
somewhere right now.
She's fine. Lorraine's
Aw.
fine.
She's in a public restroom somewhere on the floor.
No, she's fine. Lorraine is fine, and she has all the gas she needs.
You should have given her your phone number so she could call you
I
at any
know,
time for
right?
help. Katie, it's
Anytime you
Lorraine.
need me, Lorraine, I'm here.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so speaking of phone numbers, here's our phone number 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. I'll get you here in the studios because we want to know about your ridiculous fears. Mine is little old women in gas stations, in cars at the gas station. This is from Linda. Linda wrote in and says, Hey, JKJ, I have a serious question that I need to know if anyone else, especially you guys, can relate to. Do you have any ridiculous fears that you can't shake? She says, I do, a bunch. She says, for example, I drive over a high overpass every day, and I'm 100% convinced that either one, the road will suddenly crumble and fall apart, and I'll fall to my death, essentially, or two, that I will somehow launch myself over the side and, again, plunge to my death. I have this fear every single day. She said, also hills. Nope, I don't like going up steep hills. I'm convinced that my engine will give up and I will roll back into oblivion. Brakes go out.
Give up.
Brakes will fail. No more. And blah, blah, blah. She goes on. Okay, so she says, oh, and I recently found out that 16% of people fear an actual alien invasion. She says, well, now that's in my head.
Me too now.
So she says, please tell me, do you or any of your listeners have ridiculous fears too? I can't be the only one living with this level of completely unnecessary daily panic, which is a pretty solid line. And that's sincerely Linda. P.S. Love the show. You guys rock. All right, so
Linda.
if you have unnecessary fears, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. We will gladly take your calls on a fun Monday show. Josh, what are your fears?
Yeah, right off the bat, elevators, they scare the heck out of me, especially in tall buildings. I guess this kind of makes sense that it's rational a little bit because I got caught in one or stuck in one when I was really young. Actually, I just rode an elevator with you guys the other day
Yeah.
that was very delayed in opening the doors.
Yeah.
I jumped
was
inside too. I was like,
You
jumping.
did.
sweating. I'm not kidding. I started sweating when the doors wouldn't open, but I didn't want to tell you guys that because I was embarrassed. Hated it, man. And then the other one, going down steep hills. I hate driving down the other side of the Eisenhower Tunnel. I hate that because
Oh, that's a
when I
whole
was
nother
young,
brakes will give out situation.
we were driving with my mom, and her car brakes overheated, so the car started shaking like crazy because she rode the brakes all the way down. Sorry, Mom, not supposed to do that. But so that's a very scary thing for me as well. I don't like it. And I know how to drive. I'm a very good driver, but I don't like driving down steep hills like that. So I'm kind of with, was that Linda? I'm kind of with Linda. On
Linda.
That. So, yeah.
All right, that's good. Calls are coming in, 303-691-1649. If you want to sound off. Katie, what's yours?
Well, I've told you about ghosts tickling my feet and how I always have to have a blanket over my feet when I sleep because, I mean, of all the things ghosts are going to do to me, tickle my feet are what I'm afraid of. But
Stop it, ghost. Stop it.
Also, I've never been to the ocean, but I'm terrified of sharks.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
So afraid.
Even on the
of
beach,
sharks.
you feel like they're going to come out of the
Yes.
water and eat your face.
Even in a lake where there are no sharks, I am afraid of sharks. So it's just a constant thing if I'm near an open body of water. I recently came across a picture of a leopard shark, which is supposed to be the friendliest shark in the world. I didn't know there was such a
Don't
thing.
mind me,
I know.
I'm a friendly shark.
It is. And I guess they like being around humans and stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I could even do that leopard shark. But yeah, those are my two main ones. But I think we all have like elevators, it gets you a little
It's like a lot of those are
anxious
basic ones.
in
Like,
your
yeah.
stomach,
The
like-
overpass, I kind of get.
Yeah,
The
bridges.
elevators, bridges, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Mine is, one, we went over this on the show the other day, the Crusties on the top of the milk containers. Something about it freaks me out, grosses me out, gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, I know it, but something about the Crusties on the top of the milk, I have just kind of like a fear of it. Like
don't
a
like
fear of I'm
it.
going to get it in my mouth, it's going to make me sick. I don't know, something to do with the Crusties. So that's one. And the second is propane exchanges.
Oh.
On multiple levels. I mean, one, driving the propane to the place, I feel like there's a little bit left in there and it's going to somehow blow up.
Yeah.
Standing there waiting at the cage,
Yeah.
which I've had people coming out smoking cigarettes while they're helping me.
And you're
but
like-
somehow somebody's going to walk by with a cigar, a cigarette, something, and that cage will blow up
Yeah.
as I'm standing there waiting for my propane. And then third, when I got the brand new one in the back of my truck and I'm driving home, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is going to be the day.
Yeah.
I get T-boned, and I'm going to have propane in the back, and I'm going to be
Yeah.
blown to Arizona.
Exactly.
Propane exchanges freak me out.
And understandable because that could be a
But do you
deadly
ever
situation.
hear of a propane
No.
tank exploding?
no. I mean,
Every once in a while, I get that too when I'm grilling. Like it'll be on in full flames, making
Yeah.
steaks, and I'm like, somehow the flame is going to travel down the pipe, through the pipe, into the
Something's
bottom, and
happening.
then the thing's going to blow while I'm standing there. Freaks
Yep.
me out. All right, so what's your ridiculous fear? 303-6911-MIX, 303-691-1649. I can do a couple really quick, and then we'll hop into traffic and then come back after the break. But right now we've got Luke. Hey, Luke.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. How old are you, Luke? Luke.
hello.
And
Okay. Tracy, good morning. Welcome to the show.
good morning.
Hey,
My
Tracy.
fears are related to horror movies, unfortunately. So I'm scarred for life. So it revolves around houses mainly. So if they have eyes like the Amityville Horror House, nope. And if there are exorcist portals into attics, nope.
So you
but
never go
in
near an
addition-
addict, huh?
Not really, no. And
Huh.
if we've bought a house with these kind of things, I have it blessed before I live there.
As you should.
Yeah.
Burn some sage,
Sage,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tracy, those are good. Those are obvious fears. Hey, Kale, welcome to the show.
How's it going?
Good, buddy. What's your ridiculous fear?
It's actually my daughter's, and she's afraid of her dolls coming to life at night.
Oh,
yeah. Yes, that's a real thing.
Yep.
They do come to life and stab you.
No, they don't. That's a movie. But yeah, no, I had that growing up too. I remember like having to put my dolls in a separate room when I slept because they freaked me out.
Yeah. My mom collects weird porcelain dolls, and every time I'm over at the house, I'm watching them, and I swear a couple of them have blinked.
Right? They do move, I swear.
I swear they do. Carter, thank you for the call. We appreciate you. All right, let's hop into traffic with a quick break, and we'll come back and take your calls. The phone lines are going crazy right now. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. What is your fear, even though you know it's 100% ridiculous? We want to hear from you this morning. Right now, let's see what's going on with traffic. Oh.
Jeez.
Ooh. That's right. That's the number to get into the studios this morning with JKJ 303-691-1649. We are asking people this morning, what's your ridiculous fear? Linda wrote into us and said overpasses. She's afraid that she's going to go flying off at an overpass someday. And she said, I can't be the only one living with this level of completely unnecessary daily panic. Some of the messages coming in are pretty darn funny. Rachel from Thornton says, I know this is insane, but I have a constant fear that my belly button is going to randomly pop open and my guts will fall out.
What?
Can't say I've ever had that one, Rachel.
Wow.
That's different.
Yeah.
Mike wrote in and said, I have long hair and a beard, and I'm terrified that if some of it flies out my car window, it'll somehow end up on a crime scene, and boom, I'm the murder suspect. No one is going to believe my DNA must have just floated over there. That's another very unique one.
That is interesting.
Yeah, things I've just never thought about being afraid of.
I know, right?
And now I'm like, yeah, I have hair that I shed a lot.
There you go.
My hair
You
falls
do.
out all the time.
So you could be connected to a crime scene. Keep your
Yeah.
windows rolled up, Katie
My
Cat.
gosh.
All right.
wild.
What's your weird fear? 303-691-1649. We've got Crystal on the line. Hi, Crystal. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys.
Hey, girl. So what's your weird fear?
Okay, I have the weirdest fear, and I don't know where it came from, but a fear of turning left. I avoid it as much as I can.
What?
I will literally, take 3 rights to avoid turning left. I don't know why. But it's a
Show me
daily
on this
thing that I
doll
struggle
where
with.
left hurt you.
Crystal, you should be a
What?
UPS driver. UPS drivers are discouraged on their routes from turning left ever because right-handed turns, you don't have to stop as long.
Yeah.
So to make their time,
No
you could be
way.
a Yes, seriously, that's a very real thing. You could totally be a UPS driver.
That's totally incorrect,
think I
though,
found my
wouldn't it
new
be?
career.
UPS drivers are
Because on the
instructed
right,
to,
you can just go right out and go.
That's
Left.
That's why left you have to stop and turn.
Yeah.
They always turn right. UPS
Gotcha.
drivers are instructed to avoid
that's
making
perfect.
Avoid
right
lefts.
turns.
There
Gotcha.
you go. Your career choice.
Yes.
What
I
can,
got
All
you.
settled.
what can Brown do for you, Crystal?
But you're right, because all that traffic's coming at you, right? So it makes you anxious to want to
It
turn.
freaks me out.
Yep, I get that.
I get that. That is
Yeah.
kind of rational.
Plus, like coming over hills, blind spots and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you could roll your car. and-
Absolutely.
you know what,
Oh,
Crystal? You're
boy.
not crazy.
You're
No,
not crazy.
You're not crazy.
Thank you.
Now we're afraid of left turns as well. So
Crystal, thank you for calling. Have a good day.
thank you.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Crystal.
Megan in Golden says, I never finish my coffee or my tea, anything in a glass. I always leave about a centimeter in the bottom just in case there's something weird in there that I don't know what it is, and I'd find out by taking that last gulp.
That
Like a
random
bug
floaty.
or something.
Yeah.
So
the
the other
random floaty.
98%, you're not getting it?
Because it's heavy and it settles to the bottom, so you don't take
Yes.
that last sip because that's where the syringe is hiding.
Especially if you have
The
children.
razor blade.
Oh, the
spit.
back water.
What's your weird fear? 303-691-1649. I'll get you here in the studios. Here's Erica. Hi, Erica.
Hi, how are you?
We're weird.
Just a little.
Thank goodness. How are you weird? What's your ridiculous fear?
Well, my ridiculous fear has to be strawberries. I know it's weird, but it's strawberries.
What?
A little holes scare the crap out of me. It's weird. My daughter loves it, and it freaks me out all the time.
Like just
Like where the seeds are?
Yeah, where the seeds are, if you stare at it long enough, and if I stare at it long enough, more than 2 seconds, I think I start freaking out.
You have trypophobia.
Yeah,
That's
I have that.
trypophobia.
I have that trypophobia where it's like anything round and like really close proximity and
Holy.
together and holy. I can't even look at things. Like it freaks me out.
Yeah.
There's an image on the web where some guy had some sort of disease on the bottom of his foot, and it was like 1,000 different holes on the bottom of his foot.
Yeah.
It makes me want to jump in front of a light rail. Josh, there's one on the hand. It's Ugh.
It's fake, but yes.
Oh
Yeah,
God, it makes me want to throw up.
that's no.
It
don't
really,
show him that again.
jacks with me. It jacks with me. Like if I see a mama spider
Yeah.
with like the 1,000
eggs.
spiders on
Yeah.
her back or the eggs. Oh,
Yeah, that's gross.
Makes me want to get
Yeah,
naked and
it's
run around.
disgusting. I just find it so gross. And if I stare at a strawberry long enough, it just freaks me out. And I just cannot. I can't even tell this to my parents because I'm scared of elevators as well. And we got on it and they just started jumping. And I was like, I can't take you guys seriously.
That's so mean.
Here's something else to freak you out about strawberries too, Erica. Go online to YouTube and watch the videos of them soaking strawberries. Like, you're supposed to soak them when you get home from the grocery store in like a baking soda vinegar solution to clean them. Yeah. The amount of bugs and little worms that come out of the strawberries.
It's pretty bad.
Will change your life.
Strawberries? It's the worst thing ever. Strawberries are so creepy. Oh, I cannot.
I don't like them. I don't like them.
And she's like, Mom, peel them. Like, cut them for me. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, for sure.
You poor thing.
I'm over here closing my eyes and washing them.
Can you imagine her parents getting her like strawberry shortcake gifts at Christmas?
I know, right?
She's crying. What's the matter? Erica, that's a strange one, but
Yes,
we love
it
it.
is.
Thank you
It's a
so
good
much
one.
for calling.
Man, I just
Thank
bought
you.
strawberries.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Never ordering a strawberry
I just
shake.
bought strawberries yesterday, and like now I don't want to eat them.
Watch the
Like-
videos on how many worms are living in your strawberries.
Ugh.
What's your weird fear? 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. The woman who I am currently sleeping with just texted me.
What up, Nick Nack?
Hey, honey. She says, I always have to have the stove clear when we leave. My irrational fear is that the stove will turn on by itself while we're gone and everything on top
Yes.
of it will catch
Yeah.
on fire.
No,
Yep.
knick-knack, that's rational.
That's because stoves turn on all the time by
Well, no,
themselves.
but
but what if you
especially-
leave it on accident?
Yeah, those flat ones, those flat stoves that, you know.
That's
just
like a cooktop, yeah.
Yes, those ones freak me out. I'm with her.
But if everything is off and logically you touch each dial and everything's off, it's cool. She still can't leave things on top of it because
There's no way I could. There's no way I could leave something on top of that thing. 'Cause I would be the same.
The calls are coming in. I've got one more that's pretty good on text. Mandy from Boulder, she says, hi, Mandy from Boulder. Every holiday season, I live in fear that my Christmas tree will topple over and a glass ornament will slice my neck open.
What?
Nothing says Merry Christmas like a
Whoa,
crazy fear
jugular?
of holiday decor murdering me.
Yeah, no.
So she
why?
avoids her Christmas tree because it might fall on her and an ornament will cut her neck open. Show me on the doll where Christmas
Where
hurt
the
you.
tree hurts you. Oh,
Elena.
wow.
God.
Hey, Elena.
Hey.
Morning.
Hey, you. So we're talking
Hey,
weird fears this morning. You got one for us?
Yes, I do.
Tell me now.
So, and I have no idea when or how this started, but my probably weirdest irrational fear is opening those biscuit containers.
Yep. I make the kids do it. I'm
It'll
not
take
doing
those will
that.
take an arm right off. It'll blow your arm right
They've
off.
been known to kill, Elena. Come on.
Exactly.
So do you never have delicious Pillsbury biscuits?
Well, I make my husband do it. I
Yep.
anticipate it, and I'm thinking like, oh my God, it's going to explode in my face and like take my eye out or something. I am
will.
absolutely terrified.
Those will disfigure you
Elena,
for sure.
there's been so many times that I've just thrown that thing up against a wall because I don't want to deal with taking the wrap off.
That's
I just
intense.
throw it up
Pop
against
it.
a wall and it pops.
Hit it against the
Yeah.
countertop.
But it
Well,
is like
and also-
when you peel that paper off and it doesn't pop, you're like, oh,
I
here we go. I've got a hand
know.
grenade in
It's
me.
like the
man.
Jack in the Box. You're just waiting for it. Dun,
It
dun, 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 dun. You're just
Oh
waiting.
gosh, those things make me anxious.
It's
I'm
funny
so
though,
with
Elena,
you.
that you hand it to your husband and you're like, oh, it's all good if he loses an eye.
He's got two of them.
He can lose a hand. That's fine.
You crazy girl.
Exactly.
Thank you for calling this morning.
Yes,
That's pretty darn
thank
funny.
You.
Of course. You guys have a good one.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah, those biscuits are gnarly.
Emma says, my mom has a weird fear of anything grape flavored. She can't have it in the house. Grape soda, grape candy, grape jelly, it's all banned. She got really sick as a kid, almost died, and the last thing she drank was a grape soda. So now she thinks anything grape is cursed. That's a weird one, too.
That just makes you sick and you don't like it anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Well, she's associating it with murder, death, kill, I guess.
Yeah.
Nick says, I have this bizarre fear that my earlobes will somehow get caught on something and they just rip off.
Oh.
Okay. Rational. I had a friend get her earring caught on a desk, and she pulled up, and because she didn't know, and it ripped her earlobe in two. It ripped it out, and she had to go. We had to call 911 at school.
Oh
I'll
my
never forget
gosh.
that. Yeah, because it had to be like sewn back together.
Yeah.
Sorry for that story, Nick.
It
shoot.
can
I'm
happen.
sorry,
No,
Nick.
it's fine. That's all right.
My bad, buddy.
Obviously, it's a real fear.
Just don't get your ears pierced. You're good.
Yeah, there you go.
303-691-1649. I'll get you here in the studios. Here's Vicky. Hey, Vicky.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, what are you afraid of?
Those weird piles of baby ants you see, like on the side of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all crawling all over it, and they're all. It's bleh.
Those are icky. Icky Vicky. Those are gross.
We had one about
Those are
ants.
nasty. And I'm with Jeremy on the holes things. Have you ever looked at like a lotus plant, a lotus seed?
I don't want
Yeah,
to. Is
they
it all
look-
holy?
they- Yeah, it's
it's
gross.
those weird dots, the holes. Ugh.
It's horrible. Here's another ant one that came in from Tim. Camping is great, except I have this deep fear of waking up with ants in my butt crack.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound
What?
fun.
Yeah, ants in my butt crack. What if they crawl inside? I can't live with that thought, says Tim.
So that's why he doesn't go camping?
So Tim never goes camping.
Poor Tim. Poor Tim for so many
That's
reasons.
a real thing. I don't want ants in my butt crack.
No, but I don't think they want to
even
go
that
there
has given
either.
me, like-
I don't think that's their
You don't
intent.
know. Ants
No.
love booty.
Yeah.
You don't know.
okay. Those are booty ants.
Booty
That's where
ants.
they go.
Vicky, thank you for calling and making us laugh today.
Thanks. Love you guys.
Thanks, Vicky.
Love you so much. Booty ants. Bum, 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 bum,
I know.
bum.
Now it's in your
Rachel.
head.
Hi.
Hey, you. What's your weird fear?
Elevators, but I have a friend that got her arm broke in an elevator door.
Oh.
What?
Whoa. Tell us this story.
Yeah, it closed as she went to put her arm in as the doors were closing, and it didn't stop, and it broke her arm.
No.
It's supposed
Yes.
to stop.
It's supposed to stop.
Supposed to stop, but elevators don't do what they're supposed to do.
Elevators be tripping.
So it just, that had to have crunched down on her arm pretty darn good.
Like shattered.
Yeah, it got her
Oh,
good.
And then your arm's stuck out of it, and then the elevator goes up, and it rips your arm off because it's hanging out of it. My only thing with the elevator is like if I'm on a 12th floor or whatever, somewhere high, and you're stepping onto it, it's that step onto it over the crack
Yeah.
that I'm sure one of these days, as I'm walking over the crack, line's gonna snap, it'll saw me right in half because it'll drop, and I'll be in between the door and the elevator.
That's it. Your final destination
That's
moment.
my final destination
There it
moment.
is.
Ugh.
Yep.
All right, Rachel, give your friend a high five from us, all right?
Thanks,
will.
Rachel.
See you later.
Bye.
Cheryl, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
What's your ridiculous fear?
Well, it's not my ridiculous fear. I'm calling in because your irrational fear came to life with my friend's mother's house almost burned to the ground when her air fryer short-circuited and burned the house almost down.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, not
That's
the air
awful.
fryer.
Oh, did she have it still plugged
Because
in?
Yeah, she hadn't even used it like in days.
Oh, and she had it
So it
plugged
just shorted
in.
out.
Well,
Yeah, it shorted.
first of all, you're
And
not
it
supposed to
caught the
keep
house
your
on-
appliances plugged in. That's your
Especially
first-
air
I
fryers.
never keep anything plugged in.
I don't either anymore. Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, I don't either now because, but I know Jeremy always has to unplug everything. And to make matters worse, the next day came in the mail the liners for the air fryer. I guess there's paper liners. you
Oh,
can
that's
put-
just like kicking the pills, isn't it?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. But I will
And the
say,
house got-
you got to get an air fryer still. One of the greatest appliances ever, despite them catching
It
on
is.
fire.
Just don't leave it plugged in.
That's
No,
right.
Unplug that daily.
And then people came in and looted her house 2 nights in a row and took stuff out of the house even when it was boarded up. So
Oh,
the woman
gosh.
had it.
That's
So-
That's just mean.
that's just mean at that point, right?
Right, and they think there might be asbestos in the house, so we're hoping that
Oh,
those
and
people...
it's probably full of lead paint too.
Wow, I know.
Yeah.
Your poor
Yep.
friend.
Cheryl, give your friend our love.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Okay, thank you.
See you later.
Oh, thanks for calling in. Bye.
Oh, but tater tots in an air fryer? Are
I
you
know.
kidding me?
Do you know I just
I
made
break
a-
into somebody's house for that.
I just made a grilled cheese in the air fryer last night.
Shut up.
Game changer.
Reheat your
Game
pizza.
changer.
Reheat your
I
cold
know,
pizza.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
Yes.
I think you told me to do
Yeah, it's so good.
that. Brussels sprouts,
Air fryer. All day.
broccoli,
Air fryer.
all day long. Dawn.
Yeah,
Hey,
good morning.
Dawn.
Hey, you big goof. What's your ridiculous fear?
Mine is so stupid. But basically, since I was a little kid, I've had a fear of drinking milk.
Is it because the Crusties? I don't like the Crusties.
No, it's because there was an ant in my milk
An
one
ant?
time. And now I just always think there's going to be an ant in my milk.
That's hilarious.
Ants
actually.
love butt cracks and milk.
Yeah, we're learning
Yeah.
things
Story.
today.
It was alive and like trying to survive.
How did that
up
Swim,
there.
happen?
swimming around, yeah.
How did an ant
don't
get in
know.
your milk?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Were you drinking it outside or something, or did you just pour it from the bottle?
I just poured it from a bottle. I was a little kid.
And the ant
You know,
was in the
I
bottle.
don't pay attention to these things.
Ants
Yeah.
love calcium.
Yeah.
All right, Don, thank
Yeah.
you for calling. That's a weird one.
Thanks, Don.
Smell you later.
Ants are big fans of dairy, apparently. Cheese and milk, like.
They got to be strong to crawl up in
Yeah.
all those butt cracks. They need their energy. Oh my gosh, the lines are still going crazy. I love this. Shelly, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hi there.
So we've all got them. We've all got those weird fears. I'm afraid that the propane will blow up in the back of my truck when I go to refill it. What's yours, Shelly?
I will not go to California because
It's
I'm
California.
afraid of earthquakes and I will be sucked into the earth forever.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's right there. Big fault lines there in Cali.
I've also never been to California for that reason.
I will not go to California for nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Shelly.
Fault lines,
Nothing.
earthquakes, and Gavin Newsom's hair. That's the only.
Stay away from
Stay away
it.
from that hair. It'll suck you right in. Shelly, that's a good one. Thank you for calling the show.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Oh, gosh.
Stephanie.
Hello.
Hello. What's your ridiculous fear?
I have a fear that spiders will crawl in my mouth when I'm sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that whole thing.
So I put the covers over my head because, in my head that helps.
Yeah.
What? Don't you get hot all night?
Yes, I do. But I also realized another one, and I think it's because it happened to my sister, but I have a fear of moths
Yeah.
flying in my ear at night.
Yeah.
And it happened to my sister when she was little, when we were younger. She had a moth in her ear, and I remember my mom trying to, kill it inside her ear and pull it out with tweezers.
Before it laid eggs.
Yeah.
So,
my
Nick Nack
gosh.
has the same thing. She will stop, drop, and roll if there's a moth around. It freaks her out because somehow as a child she got a moth in her ear, and once they get in there,
Oh, the sound, I
the sound,
imagine.
and then they get into
Wings flapping.
your brain, and they eat your brain.
Oh,
It's true.
brain-eating moths. Yeah.
brains.
Yeah, right?
Moths love brains. So that one's legit, Stephanie. Thank you for calling. Have a good day.
Thanks, Stephanie. Bye.
Thank you, too.
Bye. Josh is quickly trying to roll through a few more of these. Good morning, Mix. Who's this?
This is Rose.
Hi, sweet Rose. What's your weird fear? Thorns?
I don't know if it's really weird, but I don't like driving behind tow trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
You just don't know if they secured that right,
That-
right?
those
Like
cars
the
will
car on the back of it.
They'll
it's like,
snap right off.
They could.
Yeah, not only that, but if if they were to have a tire blowout of some sort, I'm scared that the tire's gonna blow out and then come off of the car and then hit my car.
Yeah.
In the windshield. So that's my biggest fear.
It'll take your head clean off.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, my dad was a fire chief for many years, and he told me about stories of stuff flying around in windstorms and stuff, and coming through cars and impaling people. And,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Makes you want to
I
stay
know.
home, Rose.
We are
Makes
not
you want
gonna-
to stay home.
We're not helping your fear, Rose. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Adding to it.
Thanks for having us on this morning, Rose. Have a good day.
You as well.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, let's
I bet
do
your
one
dad's
more.
got stories.
Stories for days,
oh my
Katie.
Gosh.
I never liked 4th of July because he'd always show me pictures of people's hands that were blown
Oh
off.
my gosh.
Let's
I
celebrate
know.
America's birthday, son.
No
Here's
spark-
how they do it.
No black cats for me. No sparklers for Jer Bear.
Gosh.
Annika.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Top of the morning to you. What's your ridiculous fear?
So, growing up, my room was in the basement, and we lived kind of sort of out in the country-ish. And the coyotes would howl and yip at night right outside my window, all night long, and it always sounded like someone was being murdered. It was
Oh, yeah. They're
terrifying.
evil sounding,
That's
aren't they?
creepy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they're awful. To the point where little me, I'd be laying in my bed. I'm like, please God, don't don't let them howl tonight,
Aw.
please.
Yeah.
I can't.
When we would go camping, we would do
Dang.
lots of camping, and you'd hear them out at night, in the middle of these,
Oh.
in the forest, just going to town. And
You're
just
just
like,
in a tent
"Ooh,"
there.
And you're like,
that's-
oh.
ugh.
It's just, I'm like, just howl normal. Why are you yipping like
I
you're
know.
murdering a child?
Well, and some
They
of them
might be.
sound
Do
like
that too.
and I know that they can sound like dogs and kids because they're trying to call the dogs,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that because I know when we were camping, we had coyotes around our campsite and they were making the noise of a kid, like you sound like a baby crying.
Ugh.
I want
they
goldfish.
say-
I
they
want
say-
goldfish.
Well, they say it's because the dogs.
Give me a
will
juice
go-
box.
The dogs will go out and search.
Is that what
for
they
it.
sound like?
And no, they
They'll
sound
kill
like
'em.
babies crying.
I want Cheerios.
Change my diaper.
Change my diaper,
That's
change
not
my
what they say, but yeah, it's scary though. The
That is
coyotes
scary.
Are freaky.
Children and coyotes are very scary. Very, very
Yes.
scary. I don't want either one around, honestly.
Thank you, Annika.
Thanks,
Keep them
Annika.
far, far away. Thank you, Annika. You guys are rock stars. Those are some pretty darn good, ridiculous fears. Thank you for sounding off and hanging with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh on a fun Monday here at Denver's Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Denver's Mix 100. All right, I have two more for you that came in. Chris from Parker says, my ridiculous fear is monkeys escaping from the zoo and eating my face.
Oh, that's
Wow, face-eating monkeys.
unfortunately happened to people.
You know what I
so.
mean?
If any
I get
animal's going to
it.
break out and go crazy, it's the monkeys, and I
Yeah.
am terrified of them. Steve wrote in, this one is, you know what? I can't say that I haven't thought about this. He says, I avoid pregnant women like the plague. Not because I don't like them, but because I am convinced that somehow if I get too close, they'll trip and fall on their belly and it'll be my fault.
Oh my gosh.
I had those thoughts a little bit. Like
know
when
what?
Knick Knack was pregnant, I was like very careful around her because I was afraid somehow she would fall down.
Can I tell you this really funny story
Yeah.
about Zoe? She is still terrified of pregnant women. Like her whole life, she'd see one in the store, she'd cry, she'd put her face in my stomach. She'd just be like so terrified of them. But there was one day when she asked me, she was like, What's wrong with that lady? Like, why does she have a big bump in front of her? I'm like, oh my God, that lady, she's going to have a baby. There's a baby in her tummy. And then she said, why did she eat her baby? So I don't know if that's why she's afraid of pregnant women.
Probably,
Her whole life, she has been terrified of pregnant women. And I just like...
That's kind of funny.
Why did she eat her baby?
Yeah, she was hungry. She was angry, for goodness sake. Because babies are delicious.
So good. The soft skin.
Oh, my God. Oh, those are good.
Funny.
Good stories. Thanks, guys. Thanks again for sounding off this morning. We do have a trending report for you coming up here in a few minutes. We'll get you updated on everything that's going on locally with JKJ. Aaron, hit me with some traffic, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us on a fun Monday show. If you'd like to watch us live, you can stream us on YouTube, which is brought to you by our good friends over at Safeway. Just make your way over to the Mix 100 website, mix100.com, and the link is right there on the homepage. And I'm also encouraging everybody to go download our app. It is Mix 100 Denver in the App Store. It is free. Tap that app and get it on your phone, and there's a little microphone button down in the corner. And we've been telling everybody to get their kids on there and have them send us a fun little dad joke. And they have been coming in like crazy.
Yeah, these are fun.
These are really fun. The kids are really funny. Here's another one from Elliot and Maverick this morning.
Oh,
you guys.
Because he wanted to get to high school.
That's
so
funny. That was a
cute.
good one.
You got it one more time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Love you. Oh, that's so cute.
Well, those kids are freaking adorable.
I know. I could listen to those all day.
That's
Like
so
those
cute.
dad jokes are my new favorite thing.
They're so good, aren't they?
I
Yeah.
want to save just the beginning of that for something.
Oh, we're the best. You know?
That's pretty good.
Jeremy
Pretty
and
solid.
Katie and Josh.
That's why we're doing it. Tap that app, Mix 100 Denver, in your app store. Click the microphone button down in the corner and have your kiddos send us a little joke. I'm going to compile them all together and play them on Friday, too, from here on out, so
Yeah.
you can hear your kiddos. So check it out today. We do have a trending report for you guys, and Katie's got a lot of local stuff.
Oh, yeah. And over the weekend, this was kind of crazy, just the sight of it. Did you see the RTD bus that got in an accident with a little sedan and ended up in a pond?
New fear unleashed.
Right? Like,
that's
my
irrational.
God.
That's irrational fear.
Jeez.
And it was one of those big RTD buses, too, the ones with like the accordion in the middle.
I would
and
imagine
stuff.
if you lose control of one of those, you never know where
Yeah,
you're going to end
Jesus,
up.
take the wheel, right?
Seriously.
Like, what more can you do? But yeah, they was right at Colorado and Dayton Street, so right in Denver. And 15 people were on board the bus, 16 including the driver. The driver did have to have some minor medical attention, but other than that, everyone was okay. The driver of the sedan also stayed on scene, so it wasn't like a hit and run or anything. And
that's good.
everyone was okay. But the pictures are quite astonishing. You've got to go see
It's
them for
in a
yourself.
lake.
Yeah, it is literally in a pond.
more like a pond,
You
yeah.
can see them on our Instagram. They're up in our stories at Jeremy, Katy, Josh. But thankfully, no one was hurt in that because, yeah, that looks like quite the debacle.
Oh, it could have been really bad. It could have flipped on its side
Yeah.
or, gone way in the pond and that's
you don't
not-
want that.
You don't
No.
want
You
that.
don't want the blah, 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 blah.
Definitely
You really
don't
don't
want
want
that.
the blah, blah, blah,
So very grateful.
I was hit by an
everyone's
RTD
okay.
bus on 6th Avenue once. They
You were
rear-ended.
saying that.
They rear-ended me, so that was a good time.
It's
Yeah.
every college student's dream to be hit by the bus because that's free tuition for the
That's
rest
what
of your
everybody
time
says.
there. That is
Oh my
everybody's
gosh.
dream.
That's
We
so
saw
funny.
that. It happened at CSU's campus, and
Really?
the girl took a picture in the hospital, and she's like, dreams really do come true. Like, that was the post that she put on Instagram. She's like, dreams really do come true.
Her parents must be so proud.
Hey,
What?
free
My
tuition.
Is that
gosh.
what? Then
If
why
you
aren't
get hit
kids
by a-
just throwing themselves in
In
front of
front of
buses?
buses.
Because you still have to have the courage to throw yourself in front of a
yeah,
bus and
there's
live.
that.
So,
Yeah.
Look at the college
Kind
kids.
of a-
They're just all high on
kind
the
of a
pot
gamble.
weed, and then they do it.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough.
No inhibitions.
Are you making that up?
No,
Is that
I'm
truly
dead
a
like
thing?
if you get hit by a bus on your college campus, there's something about like they will pay the tuition for you, so there's no lawsuits and stuff like that. So it's every child's dream.
To
Or
get
college
hit by
campus
a
was
bus.
this?
Wow.
CU?
That was Fort Collins, CSU.
CSU.
CSU. The
Well,
Guess where my kids are going.
Thankfully,
You can't go to
no
college,
one
go to state.
was hit by this bus.
Yes.
Again, everyone made it out okay, but those pictures
I don't know if you should have talked about
pretty
that.
intense.
Josh?
You letting the cat out of the bag over here.
No, I didn't
People
get
are
hit
gonna
by
have
one.
to-
So, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
this next story, we're heading over to Westminster when folks had to wake up to their cars and garage doors being graffitied. This was kind of crazy as well.
Spray painters.
Yeah, and really elaborate messages and symbols, very vulgar things were painted
JKJ
in this neighborhood. Even more vulgar than that, if you
Really?
can
That's a
believe
straight
it.
up lie.
But the entire neighborhood, so like there's this whole street of people who got hit actually, and you can tell where the people started at and where they ended because the first house that they hit had a lot of symbols and a lot of work went into that first house. The second house, they gave it to them too. And then it really started to taper off by that
Fizzled
third
out.
house. Yeah, they either lost energy or spray paint.
Like the sun's
because
coming up. Oh no!
by-
It's
by
just
that-
like starting a new job where like the first week you're all into it.
All
Second
into
week,
it.
still a little bit more. Third,
Exactly.
you're like, okay. And then fourth, you're coasting.
Yeah, that last house had like a symbol. I think
Yeah.
there was like
just a
swear
frowny-
word. Yeah, a
Ugh.
frown face. Yeah, that's what it had.
It only had
by
one
the end
eye.
of it.
I hate it
but
here.
they still haven't caught the person who did it. So if you know anything, if you saw anything, Westminster Police are asking you to give them a call so that they can help figure it out too. Because a lot of people's stuff got ruined, and they are trying to get to the bottom of it.
Ah, jerk stories.
Yeah, pretty
I will say,
crazy.
I'm going to throw this out again. We are looking for a graffiti artist who is a legit graffiti artist who does really good work. I want you to reach out to us because I want to get in touch with Children's Hospital and do a really neat wall there somewhere
Yeah.
for the kids with our graffiti artist. So
Yeah.
I want these worlds to all collide. We want to do something for the kids at Children's Hospital. So
And do
hit
it for
me up.
good.
For good. No naughty
Do
words.
it for good.
Yeah, so hit us up if anybody knows any good graffiti artists.
There you go.
Let's go.
All right. And another story, this one out of CU, where physicists there
Physicists.
have developed a breath sensor to detect diseases.
Blow in my face.
Our technology is advancing.
That's crazy.
Advancing so much. So this started with COVID, and they were trying to find an easier way to detect that specifically. Because you remember when that first came out, it was all up the nostril.
Yes, it was.
very offensive.
Which I was
It
into.
like,
I was a
were
little
you
into it. I was into it.
You like that brain
I
tickle?
don't think you got it far enough in there. Do it
Liked
some
it?
more.
Your eyes
Oh
just
my
twitching.
gosh. Well, a lot of people did not like it. So this new test was developed, and they've advanced it past COVID, and now we're talking diabetes, asthma, cancer, other illnesses that people deal with. Like they'll be able to detect these things without those
That's pretty incredible,
tests that are
actually.
very invasive. It's amazing.
It's
so
amazing.
they're still fine-tuning all of this, obviously, but it is called the Modulated Ring Down Comb Infirmatory, or Mercy. Is what we're going for
Have
short.
mercy.
Have mercy. Yeah, but
What if
very
you
good
blow
things.
into it and it's like bad breath?
I know, right? Here's some
Gingivitis.
Colgate. Gingivitis.
Halitosis.
Right.
That's the only thing it tells you. You're like, you're not feeling good. It's like just bad
Well,
breath.
thanks. I could have
Cavities.
figured that out myself.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. And the last story is a very good one because the state of Colorado is finally accepting and processing state taxes. My goodness. You know,
Finally.
I've been on this story for a minute because they've been kind of dropping the
Katie
ball
wants
on
her
this.
money.
Wants her
They
money.
would give Big Katie her money. But yeah, so they are finally accepting state taxes. Usually just third parties is what they're taking right now. So if you did your taxes through an H&R Block TurboTax type situation, you should be at least getting some kind of indication soon. Thank goodness.
Finally.
Oh,
Come on,
I've
Colorado.
been preaching.
Get your crap together.
Yeah.
Hey, this will bring you up. Today is National Tortilla Chip Day.
Woo!
I love me some tortilla chips.
Me too.
That's one of those things, if I crack open a bag, though, like 45 minutes later, I find myself on the couch with salty fingers.
Are you
and-
just eating them raw, or do you
Oh,
put
yeah.
You
salsa
put a
or
dip?
dip or something?
So,
You put a dip?
some of them are so good, you just eat them plain.
Oh.
There's some at
know.
Costco that are
Are you a
banging.
blue chip guy or a
Well, if I
regular?
feel fancy.
If you're feeling fancy,
Yeah.
it's a thicker chip.
It is a thicker chip.
See-
a little more
one.
grain to it.
And I'm not a fan of the lime chips. I think they taste like Fruity Pebbles. I don't like
that
the
is
lime
just
ones.
wrong,
No, I
but-
don't like them. But
What Fruity
yeah.
Pebbles are salty?
What the,
And
the
limey.
lime? The lime is what it tastes
no
like,
lime.
and that's like a Fruity Pebble type of vibe for me. I don't like it,
don't know
but
if I agree
do
with that.
like the regular tortilla chip. I like that the options to dip them in are endless. You got the spinach artichoke, you got the
Jalapeno
salsa,
cheddar
you got the
cheese.
cheese.
Queso.
You got, there's
All day
so
long.
many options
Queso.
with that, you know?
Hummus.
Yeah, so tortilla chips, you can go a lot of different ways.
It's a pretty versatile chip.
Yeah.
It really
I
is.
dig it.
All right. Very good. Well, today's your day, Katie. Today's your day.
Okay.
Hey, should we start worrying about Justin Bieber? Have you seen this latest video of him?
He was on some
Watering
duress,
around, kind of
dude.
shaking and smiling all weird.
like
and
licking his lips a lot, which is like a sign
He just
of
had some tortilla chips.
being on some
Yeah,
Tortilla
some
chips.
stuff.
substances
Lime.
Yeah.
or a lot
Some
of
lime.
tortilla chips.
Yeah, he was acting really weird. And how about that outfit?
Yeah, weird.
What? It looks like he was wearing a triple XL, and the dude's a skinny dude.
Yeah.
He looked good yesterday, though. He was in a.
Did you see his shoes?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wreck-It
but he was
Ralph
in a
shoes.
hockey game yesterday and looked normal.
He was playing all right because he played in that
He was
game,
playing.
right?
It was an LA
Yeah.
Fire
Oh.
fundraiser game,
and he
so-
played.
He's pretty good. He's
Man.
He's
like,
Canadian. They
Yeah.
were born on
But
skates. They
he's
come
a
out of the womb with
baller.
skates on.
He plays hockey. He plays
Yeah.
football. That guy is just so gifted.
ice. I'm gonna make that ice my.
He is so gifted.
Hey Haley. Hey Haley.
Hey, girl. If he makes a
Hey.
basket, not a basket,
Well,
He makes a goal.
Shoots a goal.
He's like, yeah, I got a goal.
And now he's got his little baby
I made the
Jack.
basket.
Little baby Jack Bieber.
Jackson Blues.
Oh, I'm
Go
doing
Blues.
this for you, Jack.
Jack loves hockey.
No, he looked good, but the weekend he was. I think he was enjoying something because
Yeah.
he was looking weird and fidgety and shaky too. Just
It's like us at the beginning of every show, honestly.
Caffeine.
That's right. Too much coffee, yo. Too much coffee, player. Taylor Swift lost some Instagram followers after the Super Bowl. Oh,
Really?
what a life she's living.
Man.
144,000 Instagram followers.
Wow, that's
she
a
lost
lot,
them.
though.
She
Why?
still has 282 million followers.
Oh,
She'll be all right.
is it because the Chiefs lost, though?
It must have
They
been.
were sad.
I think Kelsey gained followers, though. He gained 12,000 followers. So he
Tay-Tay
gained,
must have done
she
something
lost.
wrong.
What did she do?
Probably because her outfit sucked.
It was the worst.
Ugh.
It was just kind of basic.
It was basic.
Yeah.
Basic girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, right
so
there,
basic.
Taylor. Tay-Tay, very
Yeah,
basic.
It was a little basic.
I couldn't even look at her, you guys. I was like, this game is ruined for me.
What
is she even wearing?
What is that? Anyway.
Yeah, those
Basic tank,
those
yeah.
shorts are disgusting. All right.
I mean,
That's pretty much how I sounded during the Super Bowl.
was that what you said?
The entire Super Bowl. I was like, where's the tortilla chops? I can't believe we forgot tortilla chops. Oh, freaking Dolly Parton's in trending today.
What'd you do this time?
The oversaturation of Dolly Parton continues. She is teaming up with the Wiggles. I guess they're releasing
I love the Wiggles.
They're releasing a
You
country
love the
album.
Wiggles? I love the
You are
Wiggles.
such a child. Wiggle Up, Giddy Up is what they're calling this new country album. Wiggle Up, Giddy Up.
Are they doing one of Dolly's songs
They're
then?
doing 9 to 5, but it's learning to count 1 to 5.
Counting 1, 2, 5. Yeah.
Ugh. Makes you want to run a RTD bus into a pond, doesn't
no,
it?
I love it. Is there a dance?
Oh,
Did
you
learn
had
a
something
dance?
going on over there.
Those aren't the Wiggles that I remember.
I
That's not the
know.
same ones.
That's a different wiggle.
Yeah, it's a new generation of
It is.
Wiggles,
Okay.
buddy. New gen.
Yeah, I guess the OG can't wiggle like they used to, huh?
They squeak now with their hips.
The squeakers.
There is a Charizard-shaped Cheeto for sale for all my Pokemon fans out there.
Oh.
It's at auction. The highest bid is over $4,000 right now. It's in its own little case with a Pokemon card. They're expecting... Oh, I don't have it in here. There was a Cheeto shaped like a gorilla that went for $100,000 recently.
I need to be paying attention to my Cheetos a little more closely, apparently.
Oh, goodness.
Because they're all shaped funny. I can
Yeah.
come up with some fun shapes with my
Like,
bag of
really?
Cheetos.
So I saw this one, and if you're familiar, it does look like a Charizard. It looks like a Pokemon character all day long. But anyway,
Okay.
somebody's like, well, I'm going to make some money off this. So
And they're
they'll
making
get a couple bucks.
6 figures off a gorilla-shaped Cheeto.
I know, right?
Oh, man.
You are usually eating yours in the dark, right?
I don't pay attention
With no
to my
shirt
Cheetos,
on.
but
In
now I'm
bed.
really going to look at them before I eat them.
Katie's in bed, no shirt
yeah,
on.
and usually it just
Bag of Flamin'
like,
Hot Cheetos.
I've got the bag to my face, so it just
Ugh.
goes straight in there like a little chute. Like I don't even look at them. So
Good
now
God.
I'm really gonna look at my Cheetos before I eat them.
I guess it saves
My
the fingers.
gosh.
From all
Yeah,
the
Can't believe
right?
you're single.
Can't believe.
Here's a guy who's considering a lawsuit because he is claiming that his Uncrustables contained crust.
I swear.
I
There's
swear,
crust on
I saw
these.
some crust on here.
These are crustables.
This is crusty.
He's online going off about it, and he's wondering who he needs to contact. He needs to get in touch with the right people at Uncrustables because
Yeah.
he's going to sue the pants off of them. He's going to
crust.
sue the crust off
Sue
of
the
them.
That's
crust
big
right off
PB&J
'em.
for you.
That's big money. Betty White's got a stamp coming out for anybody that cares. It's a good-looking stamp.
It is.
She looks really happy on there.
Bubbly personality.
Real nice, real
Showcased.
nice. And a big survey out this morning about where people are brushing their teeth. I'll give you a few of the highlights. Just walking around the house, just
Okay.
wandering around, brushing
like
away. I don't like that either.
Yeah, you're gonna spill. You're gonna dribble.
Do you guys, let me ask you really quickly. Do
Ask
you not
me
get
now.
the foam that kind of comes down?
Everybody
Or do I
gets
just
the
do it too
foam.
vigorously?
Yeah, it's what
Because I'm
happens.
not walking around my kitchen
Are you
floor
over foaming?
brushing my teeth, letting that all hang out.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You don't get enough foam.
No,
Maybe
I
you're
have
not
too
doing
much.
it good. Oh, you
Too
you
much
are
foam,
over
and
foaming.
he's
I'm
dripping.
over-foaming. I'm like,
That's why he can't
You're
walk
like
around his
rabid.
house.
I'm rabid.
Yeah.
I'm dripping, so I'm over the sink.
Gross.
I like my foam drippy, bruh.
Gross.
3% of people say that they sit on the toilet and brush their teeth.
Gross.
No, thank you.
Why
Gross.
not? You're multitasking.
So we did have somebody text in and say that they sit on the toilet, but the lid is down and they use it as a seat.
No,
So
that's not how
the
this
toilet?
survey
They're
works. This
not
survey
going
says they
to the
were going
bathroom.
potty and poo-poo,
They were excreting.
and they're brushing their
which
teeth.
is not okay. That's just
gross.
gross.
Your mouth should not be open when you're doing
What if
that.
you're on a
No.
time crunch? You got to go, so you're going and brushing your teeth.
You
Looks like
save
a-
time elsewhere.
And then
Maybe
you-
you brush
you've
your
never
hair.
done that.
Maybe you brush your hair while you do
You
that.
have not done that.
Maybe
I have.
you.
I've done the thing where I look down, open up my legs a little wider, and
No,
spit
you
right down.
haven't. Well, you got a lot of
That's
space
so
there.
gross.
A
so
lot
it
of
should
you
be
like
fine.
space for days. Like you don't even know.
Oh my gosh.
Brody.
Gross.
You guys have never done that though, huh?
No.
I have.
No, I haven't done that.
Yeah.
And then you miss it.
I
It's all
haven't
over yourself.
Spit
Minty
in
fresh.
the toilet while I'm sitting on it. Like,
I will tell you,
that-
it's a bit of a cooling sensation. It's not bad.
It's like icy hot.
It's not bad.
I don't need that sensation in my life, actually.
And then it's fresh. It's
I'm good.
That
my
Oral
dude.
B really
Fresh.
freshens you
good.
up.
Don't say Oral B.
Oh.
That's what's trending this morning with Jeremy,
Hey.
Katie, and
Look
Josh.
at all that.
And we're done here. See what's going on with traffic. Come on, Aaron. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. Happy National Tortilla Chip Day.
Okay.
Thank you to No Name Person that texted in and said Poquitos Tortilla Factory. Poquitos?
Yeah.
In Denver has the best chips in town. I looked them up on Instagram. I want to go to there.
Yeah.
It's some tamales and stuff too.
Yummy. I love tamales.
You know who I think has the best? And I have not been to Poquitos, so I don't know. But Los Dos, their chips and salsa.
Oh, money.
Oh, my gosh.
Money. And their margarita.
This place is a factory that makes chips and delivers them.
I
to
want to
places,
go to
right?
there.
Yeah.
they
So
do?
yeah,
That's
they made.
sweet.
It's a
they made
factory.
deliver.
It's a chip factory in Denver. How do we go there? And how do we get a big bowl for me to roll around in?
Right?
Bring us chips here. Yeah.
Roll around.
No,
in
I want to
tortilla
go
chips.
to the factory
there?
and roll around in their chips.
Where
the
they're
flour.
born, Josh.
They're
Where
baby
the, Where the
chips.
chips are born.
I want
is
them
where
to
he
sprinkle
wants to
salt
go.
on me.
That's cute.
We had a very serious debate off the air about the tortilla chip.
Yeah.
Round or triangle.
Or scoop.
Or I'll give you a fourth option, which is the worst option.
What?
The strip.
Oh, that's only for soup.
The tortilla
Yeah.
strip.
That's only for soup.
like the long
Or salads.
Because you go to dip that,
Right.
Salads.
snap.
Yeah.
You're
No,
snapping
you're not
that
gonna
chip
do
all day
that.
long.
Who dips
Yeah.
a strip?
Maybe in a wrap.
Idiots dip strips.
You don't dip strips.
Idiots.
You can't dip strips.
No, that's like one of the big bags
It's
at
a rule.
Costco. They have the regular triangle one, and then they got the strips.
Yeah.
And every time I see somebody grab one of the strips and put it in their cart, I'm like,
Idiot.
Well, maybe they're making a lot of soup or salad.
no, because they'll usually have like a big thing of dip in their cart too.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's a Costco. So it's a gallon
Yeah.
of the dip as well.
Yeah, right.
A lot of times I'll go over
salsa.
and just smack that bag of chips right out of their hands.
Then you break them all.
Don't be an idiot.
Then they're really strips. Then they're just little squares.
I think I'm going round though. I think I'm
Really?
gonna go round.
Really?
Really? Yeah,
Why
I think
is
I'm
that?
going round. I think it's a little stronger. That's probably the strongest of the three.
No restaurant serves round chips, though, to dip.
Yeah, they're
No
all
restaurant
triangle.
does.
They need to start.
Yeah.
I don't know about
See,
You guys are going triangle?
I prefer
This
the
is
scoop.
riveting. This is
if that's
riveting
okay.
stuff.
Like I
Yeah.
prefer the scoop because you can put more cheese in it, and I like a good cheese to chip
Katy
ratio.
learned how to
Yeah.
get the
I
most
do.
cheese.
Work the system.
So
per
yeah, I like
volume.
the scoops.
I'll tell you who's got good chips. Ballerina. I was there
Pretty
on
good
Saturday
chips.
night watching the Nuggies play, and Rita Reno wanted nachos, so we stood in that line for 45 minutes to get nachos.
Those are
Club
round
level
chips.
nachos. Club level nachos.
You got there by the second half.
No, we were
Yes.
with the public.
Oh,
You can. Anybody can go up to club level though.
I know. I had my
Anybody can
pass
go
too
up.
that I could get. I was
Yeah.
like, nah, we're gonna show them how everyone else.
We're gonna
lives.
slum it with
get
the 100
the
level.
regular
Slum it.
nachos.
We're gonna stand
today.
in line, and you're gonna see how everybody does it. But yeah, it was a good nacho.
Yeah.
It was really good. And then I got the pretzel, and I kept leaning over and dipping my pretzel in his cheese, and I could tell he was getting a little irritated.
Yeah,
Little
but you're like,
irritated.
I
yes,
love
you-
soft pretzels. So
I know.
much.
Those
They're
are like
so
my
good.
two favorite nachos and soft pretzels.
Oh, that's
and
living.
the burrito tacos. I could actually go on. I have a lot of favorites. So
Katy,
the
let's
more
just
I
list
think
the
of-
favorites.
I know. Let me just list food.
I'll tell you, the game was pretty fun though. Like that, Ball Arena was packed.
Yeah.
packed on Saturday night for the Lakers.
Very anticipated game.
It was a lot of fun.
Was there a lot
for
of
most
purple
people
and
there?
gold there?
There
A lot of
was
purple, yeah.
So much.
There was a lot. Every time LeBron got a point in the basket. In the
basket?
basket.
I
hoop.
want to ask you though, because LeBron is a legend. I mean, there's
Yeah.
the LeBron Michael debate. Like he is that good.
He's really good.
It's pretty cool to watch him. Like you're watching greatness in action.
I was like, he's in Space Jam
Yeah.
too. Space
no,
Jam
but did you
2.
take a moment and be like, I'm watching Nikola
And-
Jokic, LeBron James,
and
and
Luka
Luka?
Doncic, come on.
Or do you not?
And
you just don't
Jamal
care?
was there? Come on.
Yeah, Jamal was also
Come
watching.
on. Yes, Jamal was there.
Everybody there was having a very good time.
Yes. And you didn't
You
soak
watched
it in.
greatness.
I know. You
That might
need
be the
to
last
really,
time.
I am not that guy. I thought it was neat. It's neat.
No,
Speak
you
nachos,
should
you're
have
so good.
commemorated
It is
the
neat.
Yeah, right.
But I had this Dr. Pepper that was like a 32-ounce DP and
Yeah.
a pretty good pretzel. So
I'd be pretty enamored with that too.
That had
it
your
was
attention.
fun. I enjoyed the experience with my kiddo, taking him, and he is just all about it.
Yeah.
I also irritated him because I made him leave with 7 minutes left in the game. So
I mean,
It wasn't a.
It
I hate to
wasn't
be
I was
that
like,
guy.
close.
It
hey,
wasn't
buddy,
a close
here's
one.
a life
Yeah.
lesson. You leave early to beat traffic. And
He'll
Yeah.
appreciate it.
he was a little ticked off.
Well, yeah.
It's not like
otherwise
they were
you're
going to come back.
Yeah, you're going to be mad in traffic. So
And that's the
yeah,
worst.
That is the worst. You
Ugh.
don't want that.
But it was great. It was fun. I got some good pictures. Packed house, and they throw the Jeremy, Katy, Josh thing up on the ring there in Ball Arena, which is pretty darn neat to see.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay, can I just point out that there was the banner of Jeremy, Katy, Josh right above Luka Doncic doing his like strongman thing,
Yes.
and then
He's flexing
Nikola
on him.
Jokic was right next to him. You got a picture
I got a
of
picture.
our logo right with Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic, like.
I knew it would make your day.
It looks like you
makes my
tried
whole
doing
day.
that, and I know
I
you
totally
didn't, but
did.
It looks like you tried.
I was so laser focused on what was going down on the court. I was like,
Good.
this is the money
Jeremy's
shot.
like, "Oh, our banner."
This is the money
It's my
shot.
new favorite. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Mhm. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Denver's Mix 100. Thanks for spending your Monday morning with us. Thanks to everybody who's been on the stream this morning, our live stream on YouTube, which is brought to you by our partners at Safeway. Thank you very much. And a big thank you to everybody who called and texted today. You guys are on fire.
It was a good Monday.
Absolutely appreciate
Good
you
Monday
guys.
show.
If you missed any part of the show, Josh takes care of all of our podcasts for us. Where can people find them, buddy?
Heck yeah, just go to mix100.com. We got a link right there. Or if you get your pods anywhere else, we're available everywhere. Just search Jeremy, Katy, and Josh.
Don't be jealous. I have to go to the dentist today at 1:30. I think I got a filling that popped out.
Oh, no.
I hate that.
I know.
Makes me
If
anxious
they give you
for
laughing gas, call us afterwards.
Yeah.
Hey,
And if
guys.
you need Xanax.
No, I'm good. I don't
Okay.
mind all that. The
Yeah.
thing is they had to poke me like 15 times the last time they filled this. This is my first cavity I've ever had, like 2 years ago. But I couldn't get numb.
Oh.
So they kept hitting me, hitting
Don't
me,
those
hitting
shots feel so good?
I like.
So then do they
I
just
look like
hit
the guy
you-
from Goonies.
Did they hit you with the monkey nose after that?
No monkey nose. They just
No?
kept hitting me with shots.
At some point, you just have to say, "Give me the gas."
Yeah, give me the gas,
Like,
buddy.
stop shooting
Felt
me up.
so
Clearly,
good.
it's not working.
I love that because they ask you
Yeah.
afterwards, like, "Do you feel like back to normal?" And I'm always like, "No, just give me a little bit
Well,
more."
they kept being like, "Can you feel that?" And I just kept saying yes.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
We're
Yeah,
like,
I can
"We're
feel it.
about
Give
to
me
kill
another
you,
one.
so-
Yeah. Yeah. You asked for that monkey nose next
I
time.
couldn't feel my
No
face for a week.
hesitation. Yeah,
His show was like this for the rest
Oh,
of the year.
drool coming out. Anyway, that's what I'll be doing. I'll send you guys a pic
Well,
later.
that'll be
Oh,
fun.
can't wait.
All right, I've got one final thing before we get out of here today. A Colorado woman gave a kidney to her prom date from 35 years ago.
Oh, some date.
I know. Her
Good
name's
days.
Elena. His name is Sean. They attended the dance together, went their separate ways, but they still had mutual friends. And Elena heard through the grapevine that Sean needed a kidney, some sort of chat group they were in. And she went out and tested herself, and it turns out they were matches. They're both in their 50s, and it sounds like he got her kidney. It's functioning
Wow.
normally. It should last him another
crazy.
20 years.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That's a
That's so
really
cool.
crazy
So
story.
you do talk to the people from high school still.
Well, it's funny. The only thing Josh got from his prom date is genital herpes. So
Aw,
this one has a much happier
Joshy.
ending.
If she's listening, no, she didn't give me that. I hope she's
They're
not
like
listening.
diamonds.
She was
They
a
a
last
whole
forever.
different story. Whole different story.
Oh.
That's it, you guys. We're out of here. Have a great Monday. We are Jeremy, Katy, Josh at Denver's Mix 100, and thanks for hanging with us. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.